So silly. It's just so silly. But hey, it's 7 o'clock, which means it's time. It's time for the show. Welcome to Order 42. I'm Rob. And look, um we've got some things to talk about. Don't we? Don't we? I think we do. We always do. We always seem to find the things to talk about, which is fun. It's fun. It's just fun. But look, we got Ninjinzu Games coming in hot. He was first. Let it be known this week on the January 30th show. Ninjinzu was first. Ricky's here. TL Edits is here. Bonobo Juice is here. Good to see you. I mean, look, it's good to see all of you. But yeah. So what's going on? What's new? What's up? Look, I'm just going to say, I don't have a juice poll tonight because I'm still making my way through some of these very large bottles of liquid. So we're just going to have to deal with that, you know? I mean, I've still got one from like a month ago that I'm still working on. So, hey, that's just the way it goes. But hey, also, always remember, Hydration Bear doesn't like it when you're dehydrated. And neither does your liver. So just keep that in mind. But what is going on? And Bucho is here. I mean, we all know Bucho, right? We all know Bucho. He's drinking the disposed liquids. No, the bottle, the jug of shame is still here. It's still, sitting there. I need to just clean all that out. But the thing is I'm still trying to get through these movies, and there's so many movies. there's so many. There's no way that I can fit all of it on the shelf. There's no way. And the thing is I don't need that to display each and every DVD I own. I mean, do I really need to show the DVD copy of Man on Fire that I have when I have a Blu-ray of Man on Fire? You know what I mean? There's just no need for it. What is that? Oh, yeah, it's my Blu-ray of V for Vendetta. I have the 4K. I don't need to display the Blu-ray, right? I don't know. Speaking of Blu-rays, I'm just curious. In fact, I kind of want to start a poll. I'm going to. Because I'm curious about this. If you buy Blu-rays, if I could type DVDs 4K, do you care about swag? Paper, let's say posters, lobby cards, etc. Yes, no. I don't buy enough to care. Start the poll. We're starting the poll. And the reason I say this is very important. Is it important? I don't know. It's probably not important. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't do this. I didn't post on Twitter that we were live. We're live now. This is why. 4K. This is why. The least expensive, here's 7 with all this stuff for $135. All this stuff is cool. All this stuff is really neat, but I don't need it. I just don't need it. What's important, what I'm going to be, when I go back to watch 7 2 years from now, and I pull that disc off the shelf, I'm not going to care that there's a little, you know, a John Doe booklet or unique packaging or whatever, a glow in the dark art card. I'm sorry. I just don't care. So in order to buy 7 in 4K, or at least right now, you either have to spend $135 or go for the cheaper option, which is $80. I don't know. That's how I look at it. I mean, I just don't need all that. It's part of the reason why in a lot of cases, there we go. In a lot of cases, I just won't buy the special edition. I just don't need it. Now it's again, I have many of them. But Arrow is one of the ones that's, I would say, one of the bigger Blu-ray manufacturing companies that do this. They offer all of this extra stuff, but that makes it more expensive. But I don't need it. I don't need any of that stuff. I just want the disc. That's just me. But anyway. B for Banderas. A DVD? You don't know what a DVD, Ricky? Come on. So, okay, so right now with 7 votes, 57% of you do care. 29% of you don't care. And 14% of you don't buy enough to care. And welcome to Stonewolf 2077 and iChronic. Good to see you. I love my DVDs and Blu-ray. I love picking up hard copies of my favorite series, etc. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, is it? Yeah. It's available on Netflix. And yet, I bought the 4K of Sandman because I think it's awesome. And honestly, I opened it up. I saw the disc. That's it. That's all that's in there. And you know what? That's all I'm going to care about. That's all I'm going to care about. So I was very happy with this purchase. Very, very happy. But then you've got stuff like, this, which I haven't watched yet. The Long Arm of the Law. And it comes with all kinds of stuff. It comes with a poster. It comes with reversible artwork, all that stuff. I mean, that's cool. It is cool. I'm not going to say it's not cool, but I don't need it. I'm more worried about the presentation on the 4K or Blu-ray than I am about what swag is included. Now, you can also see down here, I have that Second Sight Drive edition that came with the book, the original story that the movie's based on. Did I need that? No. But for some reason, I looked at that set and I said, that is awesome and I want it. I wanted it. But it's not, if I just got the movie, I'd be happy. Because guess how many times I've opened up the rest of that stuff? Of course, I haven't watched the movie again since I reviewed it. But there you go. And iChronic, I would rather watch the film noir black and white fan edit. The fan edit. Really? No, I mean, I get that too. The fan edits are cool. But it also it's hard to review. You know, like I've been doing these reviews and some of them are very hard to review because there's nothing transformative about it. It's literally, hey, I like this deleted scene. I think it should be in the movie, so I put it in the movie. Okay. There's going to be some people that disagree with that. Or this scene between these two characters, I didn't like it, so I took it out. But then there's going to be people that are like, well, why'd you take that out? That was a good scene. It built character or whatever, you know? So it's so subjective, fan edits. So subjective. And by the way, I see you, Melvor. I see you. Good to see you. And Rachel, hi. I still haven't watched your Society of the Snow. I still haven't watched that yet. I need to. I just haven't yet. Things are still, I'm just going to say, things are still a bit what do you call it? Hectic around here. There's just been a lot going on with surrounding the death in our family. So it's just a lot of stuff that we're having to deal with. And so yeah. Yeah. So I apologize. I mean, it's the reason why I haven't done any reviews in like a month. and that's, I mean, that's really the reason why. But I'm anxious to get back and watch some movies, because you know that's what this channel is all about. I mean, let's just be honest. That's what this channel is all about. I mean, mostly, because we're going to talk about some books later. But anyway, Melvor said that we need the Transformers and Real Ghostbusters cartoons on Blu-ray. Tired of waiting. I honestly wonder if the reason why they haven't put them on Blu-ray is simply because the jump in quality wasn't worth the effort. Because if they don't have the original, because I mean they're not really filmed, right? They're probably filmed on substandard cameras from back then that were fine for back then for when you're watching it on TV. But I wonder if that's why. But then again, didn't they release Speed Racer from the early 70s on Blu-ray? I don't know. I've never seen it. But I'm wondering if that's part of the deal. I would be interested in seeing season 1 and season 2 of Transformers G1 Generation 1 on Blu-ray. Don't I have? Oh yeah, I do have them. I have them on Blu-ray. I mean, DVD down there. Yeah, I think I have the first 4 seasons actually. Now you got me wondering. This is the set I have. Yeah, season 1, season 2, season 3 and 4, which is a weird way to do it. But yeah, you can't beat the Generation 1 designs. And now my chair's stuck on the thing. I haven't watched these since I bought them. But yeah, 15 DVD set. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool set. Slimline. I actually wish more movies came on the Slimline. I think that'd be cool, but it's also harder to read. Okay. I keep pulling stuff off the shelf. I need to put stuff on the shelf. You know what I mean? I own everything of Stargate and Star Trek series that I can get my hands on, not counting other random series that I picked up over the years. Excuse me. Yeah, I was actually really interested in I guess it was, they went to the original negatives for Star Trek Generation, and like basically rescanned all of that because, you know, they didn't plan for it to be anything but, you know, above broadcast quality. So I was always interested in watching it that way because I've never seen it. And the reason I never saw them is because I have what's known as like the snobby gene or something. I don't know what it is. But when something isn't, like when you can tell the special effects aren't great, you know, and they're kind of like, okay, they're low budget, I lose interest in the storytelling because I'm constantly taken out of it. And I know, but they're great stories. I know, but man, I have a hard time watching that stuff. So it would have helped me to have seen it in a higher quality. So yeah, it interested me when they came out with the Generation. So yeah. It depends on the edit. Some are terrible, but there are some really good ones. Absolutely. I mean, there's some amazing fan edits, and some that really transform it into something new. Like the one that I keep going back to is the one where they edited Prometheus and Alien Covenant to where it was really all about David, and they edited out a lot of stuff, and it made it into a different, it just felt completely different. And I really enjoyed watching that. And the way it was edited was just, I mean, pitch perfect. I mean, it was a as close to perfect as a fan edit can be. And then I like that, like the heavy metal Star Wars. Did you, I mean, I did a review on that. Did anybody see that? Because that was freaking awesome. Awesome stuff. I love it. But yeah. Yes, we need to talk about it. You're talking about Society of the Snow. I know. I know. I know I need to see it. I just haven't yet. It's been, like I said, it's been busy around here. It's been crazy. Could never get into Doctor Who or Red Dwarf because of the low budget feel. Completely superficial, but it is what it is. I'm exactly the same way. I never could watch it either. And my wife is a big fan of Doctor Who, and she was watching all the old ones, and I'm like, this is not good. And what was the what's the Seven Samurai Star Wars Battle of the Planets, or no, Battle Beyond the Stars? That one. My friends were going on like, "Oh man, this movie's awesome." And I'm watching it. I'm going, "This is I can't. Cuz the budget was so low. It just looked bad, and I couldn't get into it. I don't know. I think as I've gotten older, I've been able to look past some of that stuff, but back then, no, there's no way. There's no way I could watch it. I had Star Wars. Why would I watch this when I could just watch Star Wars? You know what I mean? So it was a weird thing. I don't know. G.I. Joe's cartoons are on DVD. Yeah, the G.I. Joe cartoons were never like, it just didn't interest me as much. I had plenty of G.I. Joe stuff when I was a kid, but I preferred the science fiction-y stuff. So I like Transformers, I like Voltron. Um, my favorite from when I was really small was Star Blazers. I loved Star Blazers, and I also loved G-Force, which is Battle of the Planets, right? I've never seen the unedited Japanese show without without the little R2D2-ish robot. You know, I've never seen the original version of it. And it's one of those things that every now and then I'll be like, I'm going to pull the trigger this time, and I'm going to buy them all and watch them. I still haven't done it. It's one of those things. Showzama, what is going on? Well, I would like your opinion on the poll, sir. You are really, really big on yeah, Gotcha Man. There you go. Gotcha Man. But yeah, you're big in Blu-ray collecting, DVDs, 4Ks, all that stuff. I would like to know your opinion. I have the same snobby gene, but rather than being related to the special effects or visual effects, it's for the storytelling itself. Pop Hunter, good to see you. Man, we just got a bunch of people in here. I like this. I like it. And by the way, did you see? I'm wearing my Pork Chop Express shirt. Big Trouble in Little China is a classic. And if you haven't seen it, for whatever reason, you should watch it. You should give it a shot. That is some of the best writing ever. I love it. Snobby Gene would be a great character. Maybe I need to put Snobby Gene into my script. That would be kind of funny. Well, oh, I can't watch that. The special effects are just terrible. What? The story's great. You know, just actually have. That would be interesting. That would be interesting, Bonobo Juice. I mean, you're a smart cookie right there. I mean, that's a good one. You know what's funny? Okay, so I know that I can't really talk about the story of the script that I'm writing because things are in flux. Things keep changing and all that stuff. I haven't been able to work on it since last week. But the other night, I basically I could see the trailer. I could see the trailer in my head, and like I know how to market this movie. I know how to cut a trailer for this. I know exactly what scenes would work well to tell the story or to try to get people to watch it. I mean, that's just look. I don't know. I don't know. It could be one of those things where people look at it and go, "This is the dumbest idea," but I really love this story, and I'm interested to see if it really connects with people. But I can see the trailer, you know. It's I can see the edits, and the different scenes and the goofy stuff that happens, and I don't know. But yeah, Ricky. Okay, I'm back. I got distracted by a movie my dad is watching with a teenage Indiana Jones on a train taking a gold cross or whatever it is. I still haven't seen the movies. Ricky, you need to see the Indiana Jones movies, man. That's Last Crusade. That's great. River Phoenix, man. River Phoenix plays the young Indiana Jones. And I mean, some people love Last Crusade, and some people say Last Crusade's the best Indiana Jones movie. I mean, you're completely entitled to your opinion. I think the first one is the best, but you should watch those, man. You should watch those. Those are so good. Like, especially the first three. Once you get into Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, then is that what it's called? That is what it's called, right? Whatever it is. It's not great. But the last one had its moments. You should watch it. You should watch it. Shozama, main thing is not scratched from being shipped loose discs or bent steelbook. After that, I love DVD presentation. Was intense. On modern releases, I love on-disc extras commentary production stills. Shozama, exactly. Exactly. Easter eggs, absolutely. Exactly. To me, that's what's important. Oh, there it is. Where's my India? Wait a minute, don't I have it? I'm so confused. Because I have my DVD set of Indiana Jones over here. But didn't I have it on Blu-ray too? I don't know. I might have it somewhere else. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's jet flying over. I don't know if you can hear that. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm all about too. I'm all about the behind the scenes stuff. That's what's the commentaries. The commentaries are the best. Steven Spielberg, to my knowledge, has never done a commentary, and there's certain directors that just won't do it. But to me, commentaries they're my favorite. They're my favorite extra is when you can hear the director talking about this is what I was thinking here, or this is what I was thinking there. I love that stuff. I love commentaries. But there's a lot of people that just don't care about that stuff. And maybe that's why they put in, lobby cards and, other stuff that doesn't have anything to deal with the thing. I don't know. Let's see. Need to watch them. I keep not watching them, but every scene or clip I've seen, I love. Yeah, you should watch it. Yeah. It makes me happy to see how happy you get when you talk about the movie. Did you describe the trailer to April? No. I seriously had the thought about it either last night or the night before, and I forgot about it until just now. And then I'm like, "Oh yeah." Cuz like I know, and see, like if I told it to April, she would probably be like, "Okay." Now, Melvor, for example, or Billy or Jay, I could describe what I'm thinking for the trailer, and they'd probably get it because they've been through the story enough times at this point. As we're working on the script, we've been through it enough where they'll recognize the scene that I think should go there, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, 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 yeah." So yeah, yeah. April hasn't read it yet, and I think part of it is because she wants to read the final version or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but the first version is all me, you know? And I mean, nothing's ever going to happen from that. But there are things about that version of the story that I love and I think are awesome, and I'm very proud of. But I mean, I get it. Why would you want to, like, if you can't see that version of the movie, there's some people that would say, well, I don't want to know about that. You know, I don't want to know about that version because that one would be. Now, I will also say that there are things in that first version that don't make any sense. Like 0 sense. But it was a first crack at, breaking the story, that's your first job as a writer. So you got to break that story first. Then you write it all down and then you go from there, and then you start to, it's like shaping a piece of marble, right? You've got to keep shaving it down until the story shows itself. And then it might take you in a whole new direction, which is what happened in the second draft. The second draft is drastically different than the first draft. So, did I say that right? The second draft is drastically different than the first draft. I said it right? I don't know. I got my hands on a leaked copy. It's about a barber who lost his mojo and is on a quest to find the golden clippers. While doing so, he finds his true love. Ito, don't put that out there. Are you kidding? Oh my God. Oh, you're writing a movie? That's cool. First I've heard of this. Malware. Yeah. And Iconic agrees. Raiders. Is Crystal Skull the one with Shia LaBeouf? It is. Unfortunately, it's not fantastic. But like I said, it's just like, to me, it's like a bad Star Wars movie or show. There are still moments that you can, like, man, that was great. That was really great. And then it took a crap, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull takes a lot of craps. If that makes sense. I just realized Rob looks like a Rob human being. That's crazy, y'all. Really, TL? I'm a human being. Shozama says, my DVD Lawrence of Arabia had the reproduction of the original 1962 souvenir booklet. Many of the film noir and pre-code releases from Kino Lorber get a commentary, which I appreciate for context, and info on cast, crew, and production, since many of the people who made it have passed on. Yeah, all of that stuff is cool, but I want the focus to be more on the presentation. And even though I kind of give crap to Arrow for, putting in lobby cards and all this other stuff, their presentation on disc is fantastic. Just great. I mean, the amount of care, I'm not going to grab it, but the amount of care that they did on the Shawscope collections, all those martial arts movies, every single movie has so much information on the making of it. Sometimes it's soundtrack, sometimes it's interviews with the actors and the director and the writer and whatever. They're awesome. They're awesome. So even though Arrow to me goes a little bit overboard with the swag, they put it on the disc too. My problem is when you don't offer a reasonably priced edition of a movie like 7. Because I'm telling you, man, that 7 is crazy. Again, why should I pay $80? That's the cheapest version to get 7 in 4K, and it comes with all of that. A slipcase, a steelbook, a 38-page booklet, a double-sided poster, 7 times Deadly Sin crime scene art cards, Help Me glow-in-the-dark art card, and an investigation chalkboard art card. To me, all of that is not worth $80 to me. It's just not. And that's why I asked. That's why the poll is there. Is because to me, I just want the movie. I want the movie in 4K. That's all I'm really concerned about. I don't need all that other stuff. Yeah, Ito. Yeah, don't leak my script, okay? Please. The Golden Clippers is the big twist and I can't have a twist if you just throw it out there like that. Come on. Select few clips I've seen of Crystal Skull seem kind of meh, but I'll still watch it to judge. What's a Rob human being? I'm not sure. Not sure, Rachel. Yeah, you should watch it, Ricky, but I mean, just expectations. Set those expectations going, okay, a lot of people don't like this one, but just judge it on its own merits. On its own merits, I don't think it's a terrible movie. It's nowhere near as good as the first three, but it's still not bad. Or is it? I don't know. It's been a while since see, that's the thing. I haven't gone back to watch that one. I've seen Raiders, Temple of Doom, and Last Crusade so many times. I haven't, even though I would say that Dial of Destiny wasn't terrible, and I still think it's probably better than Crystal Skull, I still haven't gone back to watch that either. In fact, I need to buy the 4K on that because I need it. I just need it. But, and Melvor, you are not old if you still consider Last Crusade to be the new one. But what's funny is I remember seeing Last Crusade, I think opening weekend at a very... Melvor, do you remember the Uptown Theater in Grand Prairie? That's where I saw it. And I saw it with some friends of mine. That's where I saw The Last Crusade. And yeah, it was an interesting experience. But Mred the Fed, save your money for the 8K? I mean, maybe. Welcome, by the way. On Main Street. Yes, Melvor. Yes. That's where I saw it. In fact, I saw a few movies there, but that's the only one that I remember. I remember they used to do, in the summertime, they would do, like old G-rated movies and stuff. And I went and saw a ton of movies, like older movies there. The only one I can think of is like Tom Thumb. Isn't that what it's called? The little guy? Anyway. And I think I saw, oh God, what's the Sean Connery Disney movie, Leprechauns. I can't remember the name of the movie. But like Sean Connery's like singing and stuff. It was strange. Why do I say the most random stuff ever? TL? It's because you just want to, and that's fine. And thank you, Pop Hunter. You can, yeah, sure. I mean, smash the like button. Sure. It's not going to help. Look, I'll tell you this. Smashing the like button won't help if the stream, for whatever reason, gets flagged for ad suitability. But hey, it's fine. It's fine. I appreciate it. And yeah, it is fun. It is fun. Already did, Pop Hunter. I was with the first one, actually. Well, thank you, TL. Thank you. Freaking Godzilla 98 Steelbook 4K HDR was like 60 or 70 at Best Buy, but during the holidays went down to 25, so got it. Yeah. And see, I'm also one of those, I wouldn't say that I'm anti-Steelbook. I have plenty in my collection. But it's not as important to me as, guess what? The movie. That's why that Blade Hunter back here, or Blade Runner right here, special edition thing, I don't remember how much it cost. It's worth a lot now. But when I bought that, I was a little disappointed because it was like, when it really comes down to it, it's all about the movie. And you know what I mean? All this the extra stuff that's in it. And I was like, it's cool. It's cool. But I also feel like I kind of wasted some money there. I don't know. Which is better, Short Circuit 1 or 2? I like 2 better than 1. I don't remember 2 very much. That's a lot. It's like a lot of people say that they like Ghostbusters 2 more than Ghostbusters 1. You know, some people just like that one better. And that's, hey, I don't agree with you, but hey, cool. But I barely remember the first one. Because Short Circuit, for some reason, just wasn't in my, I watched it, but it wasn't one I kept going back to. And I think it's probably because when Short Circuit was 86, right? Is that right? 85 or 86. Around that time is when my dad started to show me R-rated movies. So, of course, now that I could watch some R-rated movies, I was watching those. So I was watching Alien and Aliens and Terminator, right? That's what I was gravitating to. Die Hard. I mean, that's 88, but so Short Circuit kind of took a back seat. I still love Ghostbusters, and I'd watch Gremlins and Back to the Future and all those, but for me, Short Circuit just wasn't on my rewatch list as much. I don't know. So I would have to say one, but it's only because I've seen one more. Dad loves the original ones. He always watches them. They're good. If my phone dies, I have you on my TV and phone. Rachel. Hey, whoa. That's a lot. I don't know if I need to be on all of them, you know? Darby O'Gill and the Little People. That's it. Thank you. So Sean Connery, Leprechauns. They're leprechauns, right? Yeah. Yeah. The reason is Arrow had to license 7 from Disney. I would like all those things and pay $80 rather than pay $80 and just get a bare bones release, since the physical extras are a way to sell it and pay the majors and give movie collectors a nod of appreciation. Shows on. I totally agree with you on that, but I don't agree with the idea that you have to have an $80 edition. Hold on. Because that's not an Arrow release, right? Who is this put out by? Oh, this says it's an import. Maybe that's part of it. WEA International? That's what it says. But like, just give me. You can't see my. Just give me the disc. Just give me the disc. Just give me the film. Give me the extras, and we'll go on with our day. That's how I look at it. He said the Dial of Destiny was just all right. It's fine. It's fine. It's not great. But it's better than I'd expected, but it still doesn't hit anywhere close to the original trilogy. But there were still things that I liked about it. Still tons of problems. You know, don't misunderstand me. There are tons of problems in that movie. But like, I didn't mind what's her name? I can't remember her name. She was L3 in Solo. I can see her in my head. I just can't come up with her name. But I didn't mind her. I thought she had the same spunk as like Marion did, which was fine. I didn't mind it. Darby O'Gill and the Little People. I need to watch that again. You wouldn't steal a car, then why would you steal a book? Exactly. Steal books. Exactly. Don't steal books. Buy books. Or, borrow books. Not borrow books indefinitely, but like from the library. You can do that. Libraries are good. They will release a single disc once they paid off the licensing fee, and then will be a lower price. Well, I hope so. Because I'm sorry, I just can't buy that. I don't need the movie that much. I want to see the new transfer. I want to experience the movie in 4K. And that's it. Need more input. Have I seen Videodrome? I don't think so. But let me look. Because every now and then, let's see, Videodrome. No. James Woods, Debbie Harry. No, I've never seen it. That's one of those movies that I probably missed out on for, maybe my parents didn't like it or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, no, I never did see Videodrome. But Cronenberg is interesting to me. He's an interesting filmmaker. Ghostbusters the original is supreme. It is. It's great. Ghostbusters 2 was fine, a little too celebrity status of the characters, but the first one is way better as far as I'm concerned. I mean, yeah. There are great lines in Ghostbusters 2, but the movie's meh. Still waiting for number 4 Short Circuit spin-off movie. I had no idea there was such a thing, Melvor. I had no idea. Correction 7 is New Line Warner Brothers, not Disney Fox. True. That is true. But here's the thing. They're doing a similar thing for another movie that I've been wanting to buy. And it's one of those where I'm like, hopefully they'll come out with a 4K of it. You know, and I'll buy the 4K. Primal Fear. Primal Fear 4K limited edition. But look at this. Okay, you got a cool kind of box where it opens up and it's the original poster. 2 discs. But why is it $44? I mean, I hope this comes down. Look at this. Major League comes out around the same time, 25. What gives? What gives? I don't know. Also, not base. The Abyss 4K. Still $39.99 on Amazon, but it's $24.96 at Walmart. Just saying. You know, go ahead. I coughed on my own spit. Choked on my own spit. Go ahead. Shop around. I changed the line a little bit, but you get it. Shop around. You might get it for 25 instead of 40. Too much, Rob? Is there too much, Rob? Not sure. I want the era release of the Tremors movies. That's another one. Just couldn't get into it. Not for me. But I'm glad you like it. And yeah, those editions do look cool. I don't really know how to comment on the TV. Too much work. Yeah, see, like, for example, when I get on the Game Dave stream every Thursday night, or every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, over on twitch.tv/GameDave. Is it? Anyway, Game Dave. You know Game Dave. You know, awesome guy. What I do is I have him up on the TV, and then I'm chatting on my iPad. Or my phone. Whatever's nearby. But that way, I can see him on the big screen, you know? I like it. I like watching streamers on the big screen. It's cool. It's really strange watching some of my videos in there, and it's just I don't do it. I just don't do it. You know, watching it here on this screen in the editing window is enough. I don't need to see the rest of it. I don't know. Which is going to be really strange if and when we do make this next movie and I'm going to be on a big screen. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. Warner Brothers putting it out, their take on a deluxe release. Yeah. I disagree. There can never be enough 42 Rob or Rammstein or the Game Chasers or Alice in Chains. I mean, it's an interesting group. You have me in there. You have Stolen Cars, so you will Steelbook? Okay. Videodrome classic cult movie. Really? Is it one that I should add to the list? Let's see. See, I wonder if that's going to be one of those where it's like, you know, I'll watch it and I'll go, just didn't, you know, like maybe it was good for the time. I don't know because, what was it? Dead Zone. The Dead Zone surprised the hell out of me because it did have that sort of, you know, early 80s, almost cheesy kind of thing. But man, what a great movie. And I got it in 4K because I love the movie that much. Where's my watch list? Movies to, is that it? Yes. Videodrome. And Iconic and Mred the Fed. So if I do happen to watch it and I like it and I want to do a review of it, I'm going to give you guys credit because that's the way it goes here on the Order 42 channel thing. Yeah. There you go. That movie was the OG Matrix. Okay. Knight Rider Blu-ray set on sale for $32 on Amazon for anyone interested. There you go. 68% off. That's a lot of percents. I like it. I watch on TV, but I have my phone out to comment. There you go. Yeah, that's how I do it. I either have a phone or my iPad. I mean, I have an iPad because I'm an Apple jerk. Can I rob for us? It's as rob as I get. I guess. I actually have, that's my let me see if I can show this to you without man, my phone's getting hot. Man, it's hot. My Apple ID is that. And because I'm a dork. And my personal Twitter handle that I don't really use much. I don't know if you can see this, but it made me crack up. It's me jumping on a snowmobile in front of a wall of fire. I'm one of those dumb, I love that stuff. It cracks me up. And I always have the same face, that kind of face. It's stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for showing that to you. But there you go. My 7 DVD was such a cool release that it's better than that 4K presentation. Really, because all I have is a standard disc, a standard Blu-ray, Amaray, you know what I mean? I'd like to see what you're talking about. I would like to see. And you know, we have this thing called Discord where you could post a picture of your 7 Blu-ray if you so desire. If you want to show off a little bit. It'd be cool. It's old but really original. Iconic, I gotcha. It's on the list. It is on the watch list. Currently, and this is something I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start, like, I just think it'd be fun. Maybe I get a bunch of people, anybody. But it'd be like, hey, on the watch list tonight, I'm watching Police Story. I watched Police Story 1. For the first time, I either haven't seen it or I haven't seen it in about 30 years. And I gotta be honest with you, it's not great. I mean, the all the stunts and all that stuff is great. And some of the humor is kind of funny. But man, that is a dated movie. So I'm going to be watching Police Story 2 probably after the stream tonight. So there you go. Puts things into perspective, doesn't it, Rob? Seeing yourself on a small screen compared to a big screen or actual theater screen. Well, I mean, I got to see myself on a theater screen when, during the premiere, and it was like, I was almost like, oh, that's me. And people were like laughing at, because I mean, my line is kind of funny, or lines. So that was kind of cool to hear the laughter and the, all that stuff. But I was still kind of like, I wasn't there present enough to really enjoy it. It's kind of like the way that felt was like if you've been married or graduation, right? Graduating from high school. I mean, that's all I got. I didn't graduate college. But you know what I mean? Like big events where the day goes by so fast and then you're like, I barely remember what happened. You know? Like my wedding day, the whole day, I barely remember it. That's how that day felt to me. There was so much preparation, and then it was like all of a sudden, oh my god, all the people are here. Oh hey, it's you, and chatting, and oh my god, how's it going? Blah 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 blah. And then you're getting in there, and you sit down, and I'm sweating. I'm watching the movie, and I'm like, holy crap, it's happening, and getting like really, and like listen, and just but really paying attention to the audience, and then knowing that my part's coming up, and I'm like, oh god, oh I hope this is funny. I hope people laugh at it, and they laugh, and it's like, okay, that was cool. And then I'm coming off of that high, and then, oh, I'm forgetting to watch the movie. It was such a weird experience seeing it on the big screen finished, right? Because at that point, I'd seen most of the movie in segments or rough edits and stuff like that. So seeing it complete on the big screen for the first time, it was an experience, but I wish I could relive it, you know? But that's just me. There you go. Y'all probably like, yeah, none of us have released a movie, so we don't know. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. I want the Wraith 4K Blu-ray, but there isn't one. The Wraith. Nefarious. No, I have not seen Nefarious Iconic, but that is one that I've actually had like on different shows that I watch. They brought it up and I'm like, okay, I need to check it out. Now, is it going to be completely for me? I don't know. But maybe. Rufus the Red, how are you doing? It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. I barely watch streams at all. I'm usually just listening while I do me works. So they're like live podcasts. You do you works? Just kidding. Yes, Bucho. And very rarely am I visually interesting enough to actually be paying attention, you know, which is probably why I should make every single one of these an audio podcast, because I actually read out, you know, the stuff that's on in the chat anyway. So why not? I don't know, but hey. Snowmobile Wall of Fire is how he finds true love in the script. Ito, stop, dude. You're giving away everything. Just kidding. It's not true. But that would be funny, wouldn't it? It's like, in order to get to his true love, he's got to jump a snowmobile over a wall of fire. Why? I don't know, but it sounds awesome, doesn't it? I don't know. I would like to see that poster up on screen. What poster? Oh, for Nefarious? Is this going to be one of those that's going to get me in trouble? How about I look at the poster first? Is this it? I mean, oh, let me get my fat head out of the way. There you go. That? It's pretty creepy. But I've heard that it's good. I've heard it's a good movie, so it's on the list, man. It's on the list. Paramount usually only does single disc, but for Paramount Presents, they're including both 4K and Blu-ray, where they charge the extra buckaroos. But that is, to me, it's kind of pointless, isn't it? For those of us who have 4K players. I mean, why would we need a Blu-ray at that point? Unless the Blu-ray has like all the special features. There's no point. Operation Condor is a good and one of your favorites. I've seen all of Jackie Chan's movies post Rumble in the Bronx, I think. There's a few in there that I haven't seen, but I've seen the majority of his movies. And I remember seeing Super Cop, Police Story 3. I've seen that one. That's the one that I really remember because it has Michelle Yeoh in it. So I don't know if I've actually ever seen 1 or 2. So that's part of the reason why I bought it, is because I was like, I haven't seen those. And then Super Cop, or Police Story 3, recently got a limited edition release, and they sold out of it. And so now it's like 50, $60 on eBay. Well, they're just coming out with a bare bones release, exactly the same content on the Blu-ray or on the discs for $28. So that's what I'm going to get. But that's just me. Man, I'm way behind. Serial at Midnight says that physical is now more niche and the prices will adjust accordingly since people are shifting to I thought you for a second there, I thought that said shitting to digital. Shifting to digital. Oh, I felt like there was more to it, but I don't see anything after that. I think Police Story 1 and 2 are unbeatable classics. We may never see stunts like that ever again. Oh, I am not questioning the stunts at all, but I think the story itself, to me, it's how do I explain this? To me, the story, if you took the stunts out of that movie, the story would fall apart completely. And I don't think it would be a very memorable story. The stunts are the reason to watch those movies. In which case, just watch the stunts. Again, that's just my opinion. But I don't think that the story in that movie makes much sense. Because it's all over the place. He's like, oh, I'm a cop. Oh, you think I killed that person? I know how to fix this. I'll kidnap the police chief and hold a gun to his head. I mean, that's not really a spoiler, is it? Does anybody really care if I spoil the police story? It's not really spoiled. But seriously, that doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. That doesn't make sense. True Detective Season 4, you discussing it? Knights of Old. Welcome. And no. And the reason that I'm not discussing it is because I'm behind. I haven't really been able to watch... I haven't watched that. At least the last episode, but maybe the last two. I can't remember where I am in it. I still want to watch One Piece. There was something else. I have other things like on my watch list. You know what I mean? Masters of the Air. Haven't watched any of that yet. I've heard that's fantastic. I've heard some people go, it's okay. But I still want to watch it. There's so much that I'm behind on. So no, I don't really want to discuss it just because I don't know what's going on. But yeah. Gophers are greater than Warriors, even though we were poorer. See that? I mean, look, it's funny, Melvor, because, yeah. If you're a fan of the Game Chasers, if you're a fan of Billy and Jay, especially if you're a fan of Jay, because on his channel, the Shady J Show, right? He does his live streams, and at some point, Jay told Tim that, yeah, Billy grew up on the South Side, so he went to South, and he's like, he's a Southie, and it's like this big separation. It's one of those things where I think that matters more to y'all. It never really mattered to me. And I was always confused by it because, okay, so my sister is 7 years older than me, okay? So she was in high school while I was, let's see, if she's 15, that means I was 8, right? So I was growing up going to South football games, right? Because she was in the Cheyennes or whatever. The dance team, if you don't know what a Cheyenne is. Anyway, yeah, she was on the dance team. So we would go to the games. And when it came to the final game of the season, we would be playing against the north side of the town that we lived in, Grand Prairie. We called it North, but it's actually just Grand Prairie High School because that was the original. My dad graduated from Grand Prairie High School, right? Back in the 1800s. I don't know. I think I know, but I don't know if that's smart of me to give that away. Anyway, long time ago. Anyway. So then Grand Prairie grew and grew and grew. My dad moved to the south side of the Metroplex, or south side of Grand Prairie. My sister went to south. That's the way it was. So I went to south. I never thought it was a big deal because what was funny is I knew people that were in the stands across, and there's this what is it, the pep rallies where they would bring out, and this is South Grand Prairie, right? Warriors. So we had a guy dressed up as a Native American dancing around and stuff. It was kind of awesome. It's kind of cool. But anyway, they would bring out like a gopher suit or whatever, and it would have, Beat South on there, right? Or whatever. And it was like a what do you call it? Like a mannequin type thing. And they would get bats out and beat it up and stuff. And I remember like being like, this is nuts. This is crazy. And how there was like vitriol, there was anger. These people were evil, right? These people that lived across the street from us, basically. And then what would happen is some of the people that were in the stands on Friday night, we would be fighting, right? And then on Sunday, we'd all get together and we'd watch the Cowboy game. And I was just like, the Dallas Cowboys, for those of you who don't know. So it was that weird thing where it was like, okay, so there's all these like separations and it's based on what we're watching. I don't understand. So I never bought into that stuff, but that's just me. Still phone alive. I want to see wedding pictures one day. Rachel. I need to find it. I think I've shown it off. Didn't I show it off once? For those of you who have been here for a while, I thought I showed off the painting that my stepmother gave of me and my wife on our wedding day, but it was a painting that they had done. Does anybody remember this? I thought I showed it off. But anyway, people can be their own worst critics, which is understandable. Absolutely. And that's the thing. I want it to be, nothing's perfect, but I want it to be perfect. And it's that pursuit to perfection, right? That's what it's all about. Rob, have you heard of Batman Arkham as a subreddit? No, I haven't. Stop, Ito. Oh, not nefarious. You on the snowmobile. Oh, okay. So you want the poster. I gotcha. Okay. There are some things that I do in Photoshop where when I'm doing them, I'm just sitting here giggling like a dumbass. Just, I don't know why, but for some reason, the idea of me on a snowmobile, not just on a snowmobile, but in the air, behind a wall of fire, just cracked me up. It's stupid, but there you go. Maybe I should change that to that picture to my Order 42 picture on Twitter. X, whatever it is. Super Cop is great. 1 and 2 are great too. There are 2 levels to Rob's acceptance of a movie. 1, it's on the list, and 2, it's on the shelf. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. Where is the link for said bare bones release? I need it for scientific purposes. You're talking about Super Cop? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Maybe I should do this. Hold on. Police Story 3 4K. So there, well, that's weird. So there's the limited release, right? And if you click on that, of course, see all buying options. Yeah, 47, 52, blah, blah, blah. But then, oops. There's the bare bones release for $28. which is, again, none of the extra swag. Oops, I should do this. Here's the link. Can I not? Really? It won't let me copy it because it's too long of a link. Why does it have to be so freaking long? Can I... Is there a share button? There it is. Share... Copy link. There's the link. There you go. There you go. If you're interested. Blu-rays for when Blu-ray when you lend it to family or take it, watch it, say it in the bedroom TV, which only has Blu-ray player while the living room has the 4K player. That is no. I don't do that. I mean, I get what you're saying. It is there for multi-purpose, whatever. I get that. I don't watch movies that way. I don't like to watch movies in the bedroom, if you know what I'm saying. No. When I watch movies, it's and when I'm like trying to take in a movie, it's in the living room, like, you know, whatever the thing, you know. Did you like New Police Story or Police Story Lockdown? They were nifty. Didn't see them. You're behind on True Detective season 4. Yes. So I haven't seen the Wampa yet. Damn it, Bujo. Hashtag no spoilers. Shady Joe Show mods represent, right? He's a Southie. Northside. Yeah, and the thing is I never really thought that it was a big deal. And I actually had, because I was in band, there were many times where, your marching band is like at the beginning of the year during football season, right? Until until it starts to get too cold. And then you start doing concerts and you start doing, all city, all whatever tryouts and stuff. And so you would meet a bunch of different people from all over. And I met like people that we marched against or whatever. And I met plenty of guys from Grand Prairie that I liked and are friends with. Not so much friends now, but we were friends back then. So I never had a problem with it. And I never saw it as a real, what do you call it? Rivalry. I mean, it is a rivalry. It's an in-town rivalry, but even back then, I'm like, why can't we all just get along? On Sunday, we're gonna be watching the Cowboy game together. What's the big deal? That's the way I look at it. And that's when you start to realize, wait, all of these divisions are just arbitrary. Like between North Side and South Side, arbitrary. Because then on Sunday, we're watching the Cowboy game. We all live in the area where the Dallas Cowboys play, so now we're fans of Cowboys. And then go even further. Go to Philadelphia. Like the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cowboys, yeah, didn't get along. But guarantee you can go to Philadelphia and I can make some friends. I'd have made friends in Philadelphia, in fact, because we went to too many games. I had a great time there. So yeah, it's like this weird, I don't know. And then you just take that logic and take it a little further. We're probably not that different. All these people in the world that are fighting, probably not that different. Maybe we should, like I said, focus on the things that make us alike instead of... Sorry. No, hashtag no politics. But there you go. There you go. Let's see. Sell snowmobile poster at conventions. I wonder if I still have it somewhere. Like the actual... Okay, that's all from... I'd have to go... I mean... Oh, that's weird. You want to see something crazy? You want to see my senior picture? If you notice, I'm parting my hair on the other side now. And then here's another one. Yeah. Interesting. It's me. And yeah, we all wore like purple suits and stuff back then. But yeah. I mean, I have more like bags under my eyes and I have gray hair and stuff. I don't really look that different. It's kind of weird. Weird seeing those. So I have, for some reason, I have those on my computer, but I don't have me jumping. I don't get it. Like, why don't I have a picture of me jumping a snowmobile? Why? I don't know. Let's see how behind Rob is. 803. Okay, I'm not that far behind. You should search up that subreddit. Okay. I found it. School pride is one of the absolute dumbest concepts I can think of. Taking pride on where you are required to go to school at. I mean, Billy, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But see, that's one of those things. Like, is it not important to us because we lived on apparently the rich side of town? You could have fooled me with my, I wouldn't say hand-me-down clothes, but definitely cheap clothes. I was not like rich by any means. There were some rich people that went to South. I went to school with one. Holy crap, the dude lived in a freaking mansion. It was awesome. But yeah. By the way, since we're kind of at a stopping point a little bit, I want to show you this. I bought this at the store today and I want to try it. I kind of feel like it's probably going to be gross, but I want to try it. And this is one of those where it's like, oh, it could be interesting. Limited edition. Smart Food. Chocolate glazed donut popcorn. What? We got to try this, right? We got to try it. I saw it and I like Smart Food. I buy Smart Food from time to time. So when I saw this big freaking pink bag and I'm like, okay, I don't know what that's going to taste like, but I got to try it. A couple of years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, during Christmas time, they brought out a cinnamon, it was some sort of cinnamon popcorn and it was amazing. Amazing. And I wish they kept selling it. And every holiday I look for it. They haven't come out with it since. I wonder if that's available on not on the net, but cinnamon, it was like a cinnamon sugar popcorn. Yeah, none of this hot cocoa crap that I've seen. Okay, that was it, I think. I think it was this one, cinnamon brown sugar from a couple of years ago. It was awesome. Come on, man. Bring that back. Bring it back, Smart Food. But anyway, let's try this. The only real division is 4K watchers versus Blu-ray watchers. I mean, you could say that. You could say that. Police Story 1 and 2, Project A 1 and 2, Wheels on Meals, Dragons Forever, and Drunken Master 2 are my favorite Chan films. I love Drunken Master. See, that I enjoyed. But this was just, Police Story 1 was, for me, was cheesy. It was just cheesy. Pride is lame AF in general. Okay, I'm way behind now. In fact, it's a sin. Only a person from South would just try to get along. Melvor, okay. First pick is almost unrecognizable. Oh, come on. That looked just like me. Same dude, just little. Yeah. I think I weighed like 195 in that picture. But I was in better shape. I mean, let's be honest. I was in better shape back then. But yeah. BC, what's going on? You look the same except the gray hair. Well, and the lines. There's some extra lines. And what's funny is all of these, like I have scars from acne. But I got them when I got sick from Crohn's. And I had really bad acne when I was a kid, but you didn't see any scarring on those pictures. You see them now, but it's kind of a badge of honor. It's like, I won. I have a pic you can show. Melvor will love it. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. My friend went to Dallas Cowboys game, and more of the fans at that stadium were 49ers fans at a Cowboys home game, and the owner was furious. Let him be furious, man. Disagree because people take pride in work, their children's accomplishments, and many things, but school pride is stupid. Doesn't make it not a sin. I'm not Christian, so I'm not arguing, but I know I'm right. It's a sin to want your neighbor's lawnmower, so if you're one of those, don't start. Devil corn. Exactly. Devil corn. Yeah. I'm eating devil corn. What are you going to do about it? Okay, this smells weird. It smells weird. I love popcorn. Makes my gums taste bloody. It's weird. It doesn't really smell donutty. Okay. It's lighter than I thought it was going to be. But that first bite was like a punch in the face. And it tastes like literally like that glaze that's on a chocolate donut, you know? But it doesn't taste like donut. Hold on. That's weird. Weird. It's good. But it's weird. What's going on, Wraith? How you doing? And what's going on in chat? It's pretty good though. It's weird though. It's a weird one. But I already have popcorn kernels stuck in my teeth. That New York City traffic is something else, right? Hey. Y'all just chill out, man. Everything's okay. We're all friends here. We're talking about freaking glazed donut popcorn. Yeah, it's no big deal. Let's see. No problem. No problem, Rufus. Y'all just chill out though. It's okay. No biggie. Not Gary. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you. Man, we got like a bunch of the the old regulars in here. Okay, I got a phone call from a telemarketer. So I'm going to block that. I was waiting for an email and I did not get it. Oh well. No big deal. Hopefully tomorrow. But anyway, making a Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket. I like Hot Pockets. I mean, there you go. I'll tell you what. Yesterday, I had, this is so stupid. I had Jack in the Box for lunch. Why? Because I wanted an ultimate cheeseburger. I just wanted one. It sounded good. I wanted one. So I got one. And then for dinner, Wife's on the way home. She goes, "What you doing?" I said, "I just got home." She goes, "Oh, you want to go to meet me at Muya?" So I had 2 hamburgers yesterday. Don't usually have double hamburgers in a day, but there you go. That's what happened. Fascinating, right? Can I eat popcorn again? Yes. Yes, I can. And you know why? Because all the problem areas were removed, which means, you know, all the large intestine. I think I have this much left. But look, we don't do we want to talk about that? I don't think so. At least not today. Not on Rex Manning Day. Rex Manning? But yeah. Too bad they didn't let you keep it. Yeah, that would have been interesting. Hey guys. That would have been weird. In a jar, right, exactly. But yeah, popcorn basically, real short. Popcorn is actually what did it, what caused the whole mess. I mean, there was a lot of things that caused it. But that was like the catalyst, I guess you could say. But now I can eat it because all of the problem areas are gone. So there is no diverticulitis anymore because they took it all out. Feel free to take telemarketer calls live on air. I can't do that, man. I've seen people do it. I'm not good at it because I would just start laughing or hang up on them or whatever. What's going on, you guys? Let's chill out. Everything's cool, man. Everything's cool. It's cool, man. Don't worry about that stuff. We don't talk about that stuff here. You know, let's just chill out. Everybody chill. Chill. And Beer Chasers, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, we want to talk about Taylor Swift? I don't think so. I don't think so. The thing is, though, I like Taylor Swift. I like her. That's as far as it goes, though, because I don't watch football, so I don't know. I like her though. I wonder which hamburger Taylor Swift likes. That would be interesting. I don't know where she's from. She'd probably like Whataburger, right? Large Marge sent you? Okay. Man, it's been a while. It has been a while. Taylor rhymes with great. If you don't look up that, nothing happens as well. Yeah. Batman Arkham. Okay. You've got me interested. But I'm not going to put it on just in case something weird happens. Not sure. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, Rufus, Pop, Hunter, let's chill. Okay? Let's chill out. Here's the thing. Everybody has different viewpoints and different worldviews and all that kind of stuff, but let's respect each other. That's what this place is all about. It should be not a safe space because that's like woke language. No. What I'm trying to say is let's just respect each other. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So let's just chill. Let's just chill. But TL edits, there you go. I'm not sure what that is. The Taylor Swift AI stuff, yeah, I didn't look into any of that stuff. I heard about it and I'm like, oh, well, I mean, that's obvious, right? I mean, that's kind of where things are going. But the thing is, I don't know if you guys, I don't want to talk, I don't want to get into this because it's talk about a conversation where, where things get heated. But it was this idea of this new game, right? Pal World. And how, people are mad because they were using AI to create some assets, apparently. Maybe. And then this whole idea, this comment by Asmongold over on his Twitch channel just blew up and people were getting angry and all this stuff. And he responded to the idea or to all the problems or whatever. And I was like, wow, am I actually agreeing with this? I don't know. It's an interesting conversation, but I don't know enough I definitely don't know enough about it to discuss it, but I thought it was interesting. The AI stuff. The AI conversation. Isn't she Southern? I would think so. I mean, she started as a country singer, so I would have thought that she was in the south part of the United States. Southie. So maybe that meant that maybe she likes Whataburger. I mean, that's just my opinion, but who knows? Yeah, everybody. I mean, I'm. Let's just calm down. Everything's cool. Let's all agree to keep the religious and/or politics talk to the UFO discussion. Exactly. Okay, Rufus. Time out. Don't make me time out, people. I don't want to time out, people. You guys need to calm down. Calm down. Okay? And Pop Hunter, calm down too. We're done. We're all, yeah, just, we're cool, man. You can have different opinions on all that stuff, but here we respect each other. No, TL. It's not because of Taylor Swift. But yeah, let's respect each other, man. Let's see. You know what we should do? I mean, we should just get into some of the stuff. Okay, now we've talked, like, look, we just had an hour and a half of a poll with 23 votes. Yes, 57% yes, agree that they actually care about the swag that comes along with their Blu-rays. So, the posters, the lobby cards, the extra stuff, right? 57% say yes, 30% say no, 13% say I don't buy enough to care. But that's interesting. But we're going to talk about digital stuff for now. Just for a second, because for you digital folks out there, and for people that are like me, I don't care about there's some movies that I don't need to own on disc. I just want to watch them. And in a lot of cases, I can just watch them digitally and be like, okay, cool. Streaming or whatever. There's a lot of sales going on right now. This is on iTunes, but this is the Tuesday sale. Look at that. The new movie, Gran Turismo, is $4.99. That's cheaper than renting it. Renting it on iTunes costs $5.99. So there you go. You got 7 Audrey Hepburn movies for $19.99. That's a deal. Ghostbusters Afterlife 1 and 2 for $15. Not bad. That's that same Stephen King 8 movie collection that I bought. $20. Not bad. All the Hunger Games movies, including the brand new one that I haven't seen, $39.99. The Dark Knight trilogy, $20. Underworld, $20. Jumanji, $10. 4 movies for Shrek, $20. The Karate Kid 3 movies, $10. The original 4 Alien movies for $20. I mean, look, there's a lot of deals. There's a lot of deals here. So I just thought I would bring this up just in case anybody was interested. A bunch of collections. I actually bought this Clint Eastwood collection a while back. But yeah, look, there's movies for cheap. So if there's movies that you're like, I don't really need the disc, but hey man, I can buy Enchanted for $4.99. Go for it. Go for it. I should have eaten popcorn on stream. Are you kidding? That's such a stupid thing to do. A dumb thing to do. I bought a lot of my DVD Blu-ray collection digitally. Yeah, see, like, okay, here's one of the things that I did. In a lot of cases, especially, what was it called? Disc to digital? That Vudu was doing? Vudu/Walmart was doing? I converted a bunch of my DVDs to an HD version that I can watch digitally. Especially for movies that I didn't care. Like, I'll be honest with you. I like the Bourne movies. Don't need them in 4K. Don't need the 4K disc for the Bourne movies. But I have HD copies that are digital from my... I think I have it. I think I have the DVDs for that. The DVD set. So it's kind of like, yeah, you know? Yeah. Rock 3 4K Steelbook is $10 on Best Buy. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Steelbook deals going on Best Buy, of course. Best Buy's getting out of the Blu-ray/DVD/4K business, the physical media, I guess. I mean, there's even news that they're probably going to start phasing out physical games. So yeah, there's some deals on Best Buy. So yeah, $20 too much for what? But yeah, $15 for the Back to the Future trilogy. That's in 4K, by the way, because I've looked into it. All of the, like, if there's a 4K version available, that's all they put on their deals. So, you know what I just thought of? I was just saying the other day that I want to watch the Austin Powers movies again. I wonder if there's a deal on that. Okay, I don't see any deals on that. Or maybe we skipped it. Maybe we passed it. Did we pass it? Did we pass it? Oh, there it is. $15 over there on the right. Holy crap. The other day I was just like, man, I want to see Goldmember again. Because I'll tell you this, I don't think Goldmember is a very good movie, but the scene with him, with Austin and Mini-Me, when they're in the doctor's suit, and it's the behind the thing with the P, I don't know, man. I lost my mind watching that scene. So I kind of want to watch it again. Is it worth $20 or $15? I don't know, but there you go. Does anyone know what the best thing to do at 3:30 a.m. is? Go to bed? I don't know. I just bought Back to the Future trilogy on disc. Don't deal even half wrong. Huh? Yeah, I don't understand. I just saw a video of someone that took apart their Steam Deck, desoldered the 16 gigs of RAM and resoldered 32, then installed a custom BIOS, and it worked. Wow. We aren't meant to buy physical. I'm so confused, Rufus. No more physical. They are turning into Worst Buy. We need a Half Price Books here in New York City. I went to Half Price Books yesterday. I didn't find anything. Not the big one. I went to the one that's, well, in between my in-laws' house and my house. There's one on the way. It's a smaller one. Went in. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't find anything. Did we go to the big one? Oh, you did. Oh, yeah. We went to the warehouse. The one that we went to, right? Yeah, that one is the man. Yeah, amazing store. But it's kind of out of the way. Like nothing that I typically do, like nothing that I do is over in that direction. So the only time I ever go there, it's not like, oh, well, why don't I stop into that big freaking half price books and go in there and see what they have? No. The only time I'm in that direction is when I'm going to that half price books. So, yeah, it was amazing. Amazing. Doesn't feel half wrong. I can't type, I guess, or autocorrect. I'm saying I like physical. Rufus, I'll tell you this. Physical is awesome. But there are, like I said, there are certain cases where I'm like, I don't really need to buy the movie. I just want to watch it. And in some cases, buying it on for $4.99 is cheaper than just renting it. So, but I'll tell you this too. Whenever you see those deals happen digitally, a lot of times what that means is that it's about to come on streaming somewhere. So there's a good chance that Gran Turismo is going to show up on Netflix or something. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it already is. Let's see. Just watch. Gran Turismo. Streaming in 4K for free on Netflix. I called it. So there you go. If you have Netflix, you can just watch it. I wish I could donate to Rob, but I'm too broke. TL, don't worry about it, man. Just the fact that you're here and you're chilling and you're chatting, that's all I care about. I mean, there are people that like to come in here and they like to drop some dough. I mean, I'm not going to tell them they can't. You know what I'm saying? You know, Nightbot knows what I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah. He just gave me the side eye, which is weird. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. But it's, dude, it's cool. It's cool. I'm putting on a show that I'd be putting on if there was one person in here. I'd be doing it. That's just the way it is. So, and Carbonite, did I see you earlier? Have you always been here? Or did you just get here? Because I don't think I saw you earlier, but welcome. And yeah, Rami Markle Jr., welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, don't worry about it, TL. It's no big deal. Again, watch time, all that stuff, it's all good, man. Been here for like 20 minutes. Well, okay. So I don't feel too bad. Sorry if I didn't say hi to you, but good to see you. Let's see. That was a good story. Yes, it was. I wasn't in the one physical movie, but I always bought one when I can. Not at the store, but digital, sure. Yeah, see, like, there are certain ones that I'm like, yeah. Like, okay, Hamlet. I bought Hamlet the other day. The 4-hour, why did I just go blank on dude's name? Kenneth Branagh. The Kenneth Branagh 4-hour Hamlet. Bought it for $4.99 the other day. I just bought it digitally. I have the DVD right there, which you can't see, but it's right there. I have it. Did I need it? No, but I wanted to watch it in, on Blu-ray or HD quality. If they come out with a 4K, I will definitely upgrade my existing DVD to the 4K. But that's just, I don't know. I have weird rules. It's like if I know that I'm going to watch it more than once, then I want to buy it physically. But sometimes I'll just buy, like, dude, I can't help it. When Criterion goes on sale, I go shopping. And I just go, oh, I've heard about this. I think I want to buy that. But like Out of the Past, which Shozama, I don't know if he's still here, but Shozama 85 recommended that to me. Loved it. I'm going to buy the Blu-ray on that because I want to watch it again. I just rented it. I think, because it wasn't streaming anywhere. So yeah. I download a lot of media free, so I get that logic. I mean, there's that too. And especially like there are things that I know I'm only probably going to watch this once. Or in the middle of it, you go, yeah, this is okay, but I don't need to see this again. Okay, The Holdovers. Recent movie. I liked it. I like the movie. I love Paul Giamatti. Love Paul Giamatti. I hope he wins. Well, I don't know if I hope he wins, because then that would mean he's beating Cillian Murphy, and I want Cillian Murphy to win. But I love Paul Giamatti. I'm really happy for him that he got nominated. Divine Joy Randolph. Amazing. Amazing in that movie. But it's not a movie I need to watch again. So I'm glad that I was able to watch it for free on Peacock. You know, that's the way I look at that. But if I hadn't seen it and I had no other way to watch it, yeah, I might have bought the Blu-ray or the 4K or whatever is available for that, just so I could watch it. But I'm glad that digital, you know, in a lot of cases, saves me money. Because then I go, okay, well, I just rented it for $5 or $6 or whatever. Now I don't have to buy the Blu-ray. But I've seen the movie. And I feel good that I saw it legally. Some people don't care about that. I do. So. Used to go to that big half price all the time when going to the Art Institute. Loved it. Yes, Melvor. Man, I've been there so many times over the last few years. I just love going there and seeing the breadth of what they have is just insane. And I wish I could just film in there. I'm sure I probably could with my phone. But just the scope of that place. And I found so many things. So many things there. Like so many of these, like this, the, what do you call them? Turtleback type things. Saw so many of them. You know what? Thank you, Beer Chasers, $5 from me and TL Edits. Keep on keeping on, sir. Man, I appreciate that. Now, I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. Oh. That was weird. I just got a weird connection thing on Streamlabs when I clicked over on it. That was weird. Dude. I wonder if that's why things didn't go through immediately. But thank you for that. Your first super chat. Thank you for that. And it didn't actually come through, did it? Or did it? And you see how warm it looks right now? Look at that.
From me and TL Edits. Keep on keeping on, sir.
It's me, it's Qui-Gon. And that's Carbonite. Carbonite did that. Pretty awesome. Who says AI is evil? When you can turn me into Qui-Gon, that's kind of cool. But you see how cool it got when I put my hand up versus, because I think it's the shirt. The shirt makes it get like real warm. The color gray, or I could probably lock all that down, but I'm not doing that. So I'll just do this and hopefully it'll stay cool. Or somewhat cool. What's one movie you got but wish you had not spent the money, but also end up liking it when you saw it and was like, oh, that's cool? I mean, that's a very specific, you know? I mean, that's like really, like, wow. That's a really, let me think. Okay. A movie I got Wish I hadn't spent the money. Also ended up liking it. When you saw it, was like, oh, that's cool. I'm trying to think of like a more expensive. Okay, I'll give you one. Now, this isn't exactly, exactly the deal, but Shortcuts. Has anyone seen Shortcuts? Hold on. Shortcuts. Anyone seen this? The Criterion Collection. But look at that cast. Andy McDowell, Bruce Davison, Julianne Moore, Matthew Modine, Ann Archer, Fred Ward, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Chris Penn, Lily Taylor, Robert Downey Jr., Madeline Stowe, Tim Robbins, Lily Tomlin, Tom Waits, Frances McDormand, Peter Gallagher, Annie Ross, Laurie Singer, Jack Lemmon, Lyle Lovett, Buck Henry, and Huey Lewis. Directed by Robert Altman. Holy crap. Like, I'd never seen this movie. And I'm like, dude, Criterion's on sale, $20. I'm going to buy it. This isn't exactly, but I'll tell you, the movie's just okay. I'm glad I watched it, but it's just okay. Now, why didn't that come up? I see you, Ricky. I see you. Superb chat, like the Superb Owl coming up. Anyone watching the Superb Owl? I don't know. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, Carbonite. I will be talking about that. So yeah, it's not exactly the same, but this is one of those where I bought it and I'm like, but I watched it and I'm like, okay, I'm not a huge fan of this movie, but I'm glad I watched it. And now that I don't really regret buying it. I don't know if that even, because that's a really tough swing of emotions that did you ever do this exact thing? And no, not really, but kind of. But thank you, Ricky, for that $2 super chat. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Okay, let me get caught up. When it comes to the movies and TV shows. Oh, there it is.
Super chat? More like superb chat.
Thank you, Ricky. And it's me, it's Qui-Gon again. It's so goofy, but I love it. Bucho says, when it comes to the movies and TV shows we love, we can always go by the sage advice of the great and wise Olivia Newton-John. Let's get physical. Physical. I want to get physical. Let's get into physical. Let me hear your body talk. That's true. Who knew that Olivia Newton-John was so wise? Sage advice. Yes. Amazing. I had a crush on Olivia Newton-John when I was young. No problem. No problem saying that. No problem. Does anyone know a place that sells or streams censored versions of movies, TV versions, etc.? Not that I'm aware of. If anybody comes up with that, I'd love to know. But I would like, I would probably say that, you know what I'm saying? That's probably going to be your best option. Probably the best option. Hey, the Streamlabs worked. Hope Carbonite can turn me into Antonio Banderas. But Carbonite, we will talk about Three Body Problem in just a second. Sure thing, bud. Short stay for me tonight, but always fun to catch you when I can. See you all around. The Beer Chasers, thank you again. Thank you again for that $5 super chat. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Alejandro. Hello, Rob. Did I miss the alien talk? Thanks. No, I don't really have any alien talk this week. And it's not for, there's been some news, but it's been very quiet. And I think we're all just waiting on this next meeting that's going to happen. So there's not a whole lot of new stuff. But yeah. Haven't seen it. We'll have to check it out. Which one are you talking about? Oh, Shortcuts. An amazing cast. Like I said, an amazing cast. But the movie just kind of left me feeling cold. Like what it is it's supposed to be um a, a ton of different couples. Uh, Characters. I'll just say that. A ton of different characters that live in LA and their paths cross. Sometimes they kind of bump into each other and you just kind of see, oh, they're in the same place. They're in the same little shop or whatever. And then they never see that character again the whole movie. But there's supposed to be this big kind of thing that happens that kind of brings some characters together. And when it ended, I didn't feel any catharsis. I felt like I literally just watched a bunch of random stories that sometimes intersected with each other. And it didn't come together like I really wanted it to. And maybe that wasn't the point. The point was, hey, I'm telling these stories. Interesting note though, Lily Tomlin plays a waitress in a diner. Guess what diner she worked at? The same diner that I pulled up the other week from Heat and from The Game. The same diner in LA. It was just kind of interesting to go, oh crap, here it is again. Okay. So there you go. I thought it was kind of funny. I like Short, but even the Blu-rays have a new thing on them to have you not see, and if you do it, will always crash the computer, so if you want, you can download that. Shorts. I like shorts, but even the Blu-rays have a new thing on them. I'm not sure what you mean there, Rami. Not sure. But I appreciate it. The Face Swap app sucks now. Oh, it does? Oh. That sucks. That happened with me for Wings of Desire Blu-ray. Ah, Wings of Desire. That's a movie I've never seen. But it's, it's like, it's one of those that's out there that's like, yeah, I need to see that at some point. You still recommend that TV you bought? Absolutely. Even though, I really, you know what the funny thing is though? I don't know if I've watched a movie that has where it gets like really dark, like the Batman, right? Robert Pattinson's Batman. There's some really, really dark scenes, but what the TV tends to do is it tends to, in a dark scene, it darkens it too much, and it like oh, the TV's gonna burn up if it stays like this, so it'll artificially darken it, and then it won't re-brighten again. But I haven't watched a movie like that in a while. I kind of need to put in the Batman and see if it does that again. And like if I pause the movie, and the little menu comes up, pause. Just the fact that comes on screen, it'll brighten back up. But if it gets too dark again, it'll slowly darken. I think they must have fixed it. They must have fixed it because I haven't seen it since. And it was the Batman. It was Nope. Jordan Peele's Nope. And there was another movie, I can't remember what it is, but there was another movie where it did it, and it was like, damn it. It's an LGC2, and it's my wife said it's the 85. I thought we bought the 75. It may be the 85-inch. LGC2. But it's great. I mean, the TV has been solid for me. So yes, Knights of Old, I would suggest, I would recommend it. And you could probably find it cheaper because aren't they? It's about time for the next models to come out, right? So I mean, you could wait for the next model. I mean, it's so tough with tech, right? Like the phones. Like we're getting to the point where we may have to, because of the situation, we may have to add some lines to our account or set up a new thing with blah, 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 right? Which means we're going to be transferring those lines maybe possibly to a new account, which means we'll be eligible for upgrades. But we're in the middle of paying for our iPhone 14. So what do we do? Do we just pay for the 14 outright and then sell it when it's time for us to upgrade? We don't know. So it's a weird thing. Like right now, we could probably go ahead and get the new iPhone or whatever, but at this point, we might as well wait till it comes around the horn again. I mean, I'm not a Samsung Galaxy guy, so I haven't bought any Samsung Galaxies. Haven't even watched any videos on the new one other than. Let me ask you this: is it Marcus Brownlee or Marques Brownlee? How do you say his name? Does anyone know? I love that guy. He is fantastic. Fantastic channel. Marquez? Okay. Will this work?
Marcus Brownlee.
Marcus Brownlee. Marcus Brownlee.
They're saying Marcus. Okay, wait. Hold on.
So he pronounces it himself as Marquez. Marquez, okay? It looks like it's Marcus, okay, Marcus, but he pronounces it as Marquez.
Okay, well, there we go. Marquez. Anyway, I watched his video on the new, yes, the S24 Ultra, and all the crazy stuff that this phone can do. That's the weird thing, is that, we a lot of times people fight about that stuff, like if you're a Samsung, or if you're an Android guy and you're like, oh, iPhone, blah, 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 blah. And the iPhone people are over here going, meh, Android stuff. And I'm like, dude, all of this stuff is cool. I just like it all, Now, I gravitate toward the Apple side because I've been an Apple fanboy since 2005. And all my stuff that I've bought works together seamlessly, and I love it. But I like your stuff too. I think it's cool. I just don't know if it works the same as mine because I've never used it. So I don't know. Again, North side, South side, Android, iPhone, Let's just get along. Marquez. But yeah, did anyone see that? The Apple Vision Pro, right? A bunch of reviews dropped today. Who's going to drop $3,500 for one of those? Not this guy. But I'll tell you this. I desperately want to try it. I want to see what it's like. But, yeah. And I'm behind again. Whoops, missed the first 2 hours. Ninjinzu, it's okay. You were first. And that's all that matters. I wish I could offer you oh, you won a shoe. I don't know. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. You should open a diner, Melvor. Yes, Melvor's Diner, or make a movie called that. I mean, why not? I just want to make movies, like a lot of them. So, yeah, you got an idea? Let's work on it. Let's work on it, or you work on it, or we'll work on it. Whatever, man. Rami Markle. No, I'm saying I can't do that one, but if you saw it, have you been there? I'm not sure what you're saying. I chose to buy a Hisense U6 HF since it's on sale, and this TV is actually really nice. It's great. This S24 Ultra is real nice. I'm hoping to win a new TV. I just entered a contest. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you can win something, sure. But I'm a C2 guy. Or an LG guy. I really like LG stuff. Samsung, I didn't like the way that they were like locking down things, and it's the same thing Sony did with a lot of their products, where they locked down their stuff and you have to license their technology or whatever. They ended up winning the Blu-ray race, which I think was a better was better than HD DVD, but it was really just came down to money, you know? And Blu-ray ended up winning. Samsung didn't want to do Dolby Vision. They wanted to do their own thing. That's why there's QLED and all these buzzwords. And I'm like, would y'all just, everybody get on the same freaking page? But that's never going to happen. So, but now all of Apple stuff supports Samsung stuff and everybody else. So, it doesn't matter anymore. At least to me. So, there you go. Marquez. Now we know. We know. And when I have Marquez on the show next week, I'll make sure that I pronounce his name correctly. He's not coming here. He doesn't know who I am, and that's fine. There you go. Kingsley comes in to say that Melvor sucks. What? What's up, Kingsley? Good to see you, man. I think it's how the computer said it. My last name is pronounced the other way. Really? Well, yeah, the computer was saying Marcus, but that was a man that said, it looks like like it would be Marcus, but he pronounces it Marquez. And I'm sure, on like the Hot Ones, he was on the Hot Ones, wasn't he? Hot Ones? Or he was on Rogan. Either way, we could probably really find out if we really wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? The iPhone 15 is nice too. The 15 Pro Max. Yeah, see, I have the iPhone 14 Pro, not the Max, because that's interesting. You can see the LiDAR. The camera picks up. Did you see that? The camera picks up the LiDAR. Did you see that flashing next to the lock symbol up there? It was flashing. Now it's not. Anyway, I had, I think, an iPhone 8 Max Plus Max Pro, Max Plus Pro, whatever the big one was. I had one and I carried it and I got sick of it. And then for work, I ended up getting a smaller phone and I'm like, oh man, this is so much better. And so when the iPhone 10 came out, I got just the iPhone 10. I didn't want anything else. And then I think we upgraded to the, in fact, I think I kept the 10 until we got this. Is that right? I don't know. All I know is I don't need the Max. Do I want the extra stuff that the Max has? Sure. But I don't know. It's not worth having to carry around, a freaking sub sandwich in my pocket. Did you just compare an iPhone, a phone, to a sub sandwich? Yes, I did. What are you going to do about it? But I did it. So there you go. You can get a cheap Android tablet to poke around the operating system and try stuff. Oh, sure. Well, I mean, I had that Retroid Pocket 3 Plus for a while. And I did mess around with it. And it's fine. It just works differently than what I use. And that's fine. But you can get used to anything. It's just like, to me, it's just like Windows and Mac. There are people that will swear by Windows and there are people that will swear by their Mac. I have both. I've used both. I prefer to do most of my editing. Well, all of my editing. Most of what I do is on my Mac. But I don't think the PC to me has come a long way. Back in 2005 in the PowerBook days, yeah, pre-MacBook, we're talking the PowerPC chip, IBM's PowerPC chip. Okay? Before Apple moved to Intel. Those ran circles around Windows. I'm sorry, but they did. And they were awesome. And then they got old. Now we have the Apple Silicon stuff, which I'm still using Intel in this Mac because I bought the last iMac with Intel. I mean, not the literally the last one, like the last one off the assembly line. I'll take that one. That last one coming off no, it's just an Intel iMac. Anyway, I don't know what my point is, other than use what you like, use what you want. We can both do cool things. I hope aliens don't abduct you, Kingsley, but if they do, let me have all your stuff. Rob looks like a human trying to be an alien, but at the same time, an alien trying to be human. Rob, cool. Did you know that I could do this? What? Yeah, I can do that. Does that make me an alien? I don't think so. I'm a Sony TV guy. Yeah, Shozama, my main issue, I loved my Sony because I had a Sony 75-inch before this LG. The reason that I didn't like Sony is that there are 4 inputs on the back, 4 HDMI inputs. Only one of them allowed 4K 120 hertz, which meant that if I wanted to play a 4K 120 game on my PS5 and then, I don't know, switch over to my Xbox Series X, only one of them would be 4K 120. So I had to get a switch box that would allow 4K 120 to go through. And because I didn't want to spend a lot of money, I had to go physically hit the button over there to switch the switch box. LG allows 4K 120 on every single input. So that's part of the reason why I like them. And it's one of the things that I don't understand about Sony. Dude, it's them trying to save money or pinching, I guess, penny pinching. I don't like that. I don't like that attitude. I wonder which one is the truth. Do you think I'm an alien? I don't know. How delayed is the chat versus the stream? I'm just really behind, Kingsley, because I talk a lot. I mean, that's basically what this channel is. I hate Sony. Samsung is my current favorite, but I'm willing to see others, but I need to see it in person to make that call. Yeah, I mean, I'm of the opinion that if you're buying a TV, all of them are, most of the time, at least they did this back in the day, where whatever TV they wanted to feature, they would up the brightness on that one and lower the brightness on the ones that they didn't want to sell or they didn't want to push that month. So they're like, oh, we need to get rid of this TV, so let's boost the brightness and make it look better than all the others. I think nowadays, most TVs are pretty similar. I do agree, though, that I think OLED is awesome. And if you can get an OLED TV, do it. Because I think the True Blacks is awesome. Then it comes down to, do you want Dolby Vision or do you want HDR10 plus? Does that matter to you? Because that will matter if you have a receiver. Like if you've got a 5.1 system and you want to hook it up, does it allow Dolby Vision and HDR10 plus pass through? If it does, then you have this receiver with all these inputs that can come in and you can output 4K 120, Dolby Vision, HDR10, whatever you got coming through that receiver into your TV and you got it. In which case, you could probably just buy a Sony. Back then, I didn't like the idea that Sony would do that. I just don't like the idea that you're going to cheap out on the other inputs just because. LG doesn't do that. They're all exactly the same. But if you have a receiver that handles all the inputs anyway, then it doesn't matter. And you just buy the TV that you like. So, I don't know. Apple has the mask on the phone, so you have to be there. Can you please explain why you always have the cloud to show pictures? I hate that because my account deleted. You talking about the face thing? I don't know. Rami, I'll tell you this. You have to have... Please explain why you always have the cloud to show pictures. Are you okay, Rami? I'm not sure how to help you, man. I'm really not. A Samsung console would be wild. I mean, probably. I am way behind. I'm sorry. Sony Xperia Z was really cool. One of the first phones with augmented reality camera filters. But software was trash. Yeah, software can make or break really good hardware. Yeah. It's all about, I mean, again, you've got, I think this is what I think it kind of comes down to when you're buying consoles for games, right? PS5 and Xbox are way above the Switch when it comes to just pure power. And yet the Switch just outsells it every month, almost every month. And it's just killed it. And it's because their games were, I don't know if I will say their games are better, but they definitely sell more. So yeah, they've got that down. It all comes down to the software and what games you want to play, right? If you go in for 15, get the Pro. It has faster charging, better cameras anyways. Oh, absolutely, Ricky. Yeah, but not the Max. Not the... Hello? Yes. Okay. I don't like my phone's that big. Charged, but is the sun a Jersey Mike's? I love Jersey Mike's. Samsung console would make sense. They have the culture for it. Yeah, I don't know. Do we need another console in the mix? I don't know. I love my Samsung phones. I don't like iOS, but I love macOS and Windows. I need another Mac Mini just because I miss it, even though I have 2 Windows 11 gaming PCs. So you don't like iOS, but you love macOS and Windows. Okay. I've actually heard that before. I've actually heard people that are, like Apple people, right? But they work on Windows and they're like, let me try one of these MacBooks. And they're like, oh man, this is awesome. Wait, I had that backwards. Yeah, I get what you're saying though. But the thing is, I'm not a huge fan of the way Android does some things. And there are things, I'm just going to say it, there are things that I think Windows does better than Mac. And I'm not just talking about overall gaming stuff. I'm saying the way that things work. There are some things in Windows that I'm like, that makes a lot of sense and I like that. But 95% of the time, I'd rather just work on my Mac. And yes, they're more expensive, but yeah, I like them. Is the sub a Jersey Mike's? Oh, I see what you mean. He just snapped a vein in his neck, plucked it like a guitar string. What are you talking about, Bonobo? Oh, there's a wrestler called Kenny Omega, and he almost died from diverticulosis. Luckily, they caught it on time. Actually, what's the other guy? Hammer? Is it a hammer on his chest? He was in the UFC for a while. He had diverticulitis too. And he was in bad shape for a while. He probably had better doctors than I had though. And I'm talking about at the beginning. My doctors, my after that initial 3 weeks, I got new doctors. But those 3 weeks, bad doctors. Not great doctors. Your high school picture was so cute. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Sorry, Rob, but I gotta go. Hopefully you'll be here when I get back. Well, TL, you do what you need to do, man. I appreciate it. I didn't think I would like macOS, but I've always loved the way it looked. I'm a Windows person, but macOS just looks better unless we're talking about Windows 7. That was peak. I haven't used Dolby Vision, but this TV has it, so now I can try. You don't need the cloud to have pictures. That was a lot, Ricky. Yeah, do or do not. Yes. Donut. More fun games. Switch has more cozy games. Yeah, and I just think that they're I don't know, man. I love having I'm such a dork or spoiled. It's probably because I'm spoiled. But I love having all of them so I can pick and choose. And it's actually fun to figure out what's the best version. Like what game is going to work better on the Xbox versus the Switch or Xbox versus PS5? I love that stuff. I always have. But lately it's I play my Xbox for Game Pass stuff. I play my PS5 for the exclusives that Sony has and pretty much everything else. Brock Lesnar, yes, thank you, Carbonite. Thank you. Yes, Brock Lesnar had it. Diverticulitis too. But then I might get a Steam Deck. So there you go. I love Nintendo for sure, but they need to make a stronger console. I agree with you. And I still don't understand why they wouldn't just make basically a souped up Switch that does nothing but sit at home. Why? Why? I don't know. Kenny Omega the GOAT. So y'all are watching wrestling. Wrestling? Not a wrestling guy. But that's okay. I don't want OLED, but mini LED since I'm in rooms with sunlight. OLED best in dark rooms. I mean, yeah. But here, what it really comes down to is whatever your budget is, try to get the best thing that you can for the money. Watch reviews, or read reviews. Tom's Guide. I like Tom's Guide a lot because they actually explain their things, So yeah, just get what you get. Yeah, get whatever works. I love OLED though. And Christian, that is my brother. Everybody, I know this is random, but I wanted to change my score for Godzilla -1 from 8 out of 10 to a solid 10 out of 10. I still think about the movie a month later. The Hollywood adaptation of Godzilla I forgot about the next day. 10 out of 10. That means a 10 out of 10 means there's absolutely nothing wrong with that movie. That you wouldn't change a thing. I'm not questioning you. I'm just saying that's what that means. To me, a 4 out of 4 stars on the 4-star Robbie scale, which is really Roger Ebert scale. That means loud car outside. That means there are no flaws. There's nothing that I would change. That's pretty rare. Shawshank Redemption. 4 out of 4. Absolutely. Even Empire Strikes Back, which is one of my favorite movies. I can't think of a thing. I can think of things in that movie that I would change. Zodiac. Probably a 4 out of 4 for me. Yeah. So, strong words. Strong words, Christian. And then Brock Lesnar is going through a huge lawsuit right now because of WWE and UFC entanglement. I've pretty much, and if Bucho was still here, he might be upset with me, but I have pretty much stopped watching UFC. And it's mainly because I just can't be fussed. I got other things to do. I've been too busy doing other things, and then realized that, and I think both of us realized, when I stopped watching it, she stopped watching it, and we both were kind of like, huh. So we don't really care? Okay. Which same thing happened to us when we stopped watching football. So I can usually only afford one current gen console. It's always Nintendo because I know there will be an amazing Zelda and Mario. Yes, Melvor, and I agree with you. There's some of my favorite games of all time are either Zelda. Mario is good, but it's not my favorite. But Metroid. Super Metroid was a next level game for me. I love that game so much. But then I also love Link to the Past. Those are both 4 out of 4 games for me. If I was to score games. So there you go. Breath of the Wild, 4 out of 4. Tears of the Kingdom, 3.5. It's still really good though. Because Miyamoto likes gimmicky stuff. That's why we don't have a dedicated console. No, and I know that. I know that there's, then what would you call it? The Switch Home? Would you I don't know what you would call it. But I was always thinking, just make the thing 4K or HD, like really good HD, soup up the processor and all that, so I can play Zelda much smoother with a 60 FPS frame rate, and it looks amazing. Do that. Do that. Hasn't been done. So I don't know what the plan is for the Switch 2. Probably end up buying it though, because that's the way it happens. After the Omega Supreme steps on goats. Does he, Melmore? In the show? If he does. Yeah. Huh? After the stream, I'm going to see what new 2024 TVs were announced at CES this year on Digital Trends HD TV test, CNET, ratings. Yeah. Yeah, do it. Did you get the Mario All-Stars on Switch? They have the Mario 64 on there. It was a Civic. What was a Civic? What? How am I so behind? Godzilla -1, #1 movie of 2023. Fantastic film. There you go, Wraith. I'm actually willing to sacrifice raw power of my ROG Ally to get an OLED Steam Deck because I miss MU Deck for playing games. It was just easier than Windows 11. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up with one. Didn't know about that. Hope there's a hard copy. Thanks for the heads up. I'm not sure about that. Every movie has flaws. I just say a 10 out of 10 is a masterpiece that stands the test of time. No, and I get that, Carbonite. I try to think of it in those terms. And it's why sometimes it's hard for me to give a 4 out of 4, because I'm like, well, it's not the best movie I've ever seen. Maybe I should just change that to I really, really like it. But there's like nothing I would change about Shawshank. There's nothing I would change about Zodiac. So, you're playing Tears of the Kingdom right now? It's good, but it's just not as good as Breath of the Wild for me. Even though it's really, really good. Yeah. Definitely get that, Melvor, if you're down. I bought it digitally because because April said she wanted it, and I don't think she's played it once. It's just the way it goes. And I'm still way behind. Last year I played a ton of Switch. This is the year of PlayStation for me. Yeah, I don't really have a specific game that I'm really looking forward to this year. It's usually, I mean, some of the games that I want to play are like almost like the ones that I end up really liking are typically end up being like sort of indie type games. Like I want to play Sea of Stars, but I don't have the time right now. I still need to play Starfield. I still need to play Cyberpunk. I mean, I've got so many games to play, and I just haven't had time. Super Metroid all around is amazing. My favorite is the atmosphere and yes, the soundtrack is amazing. And yeah, I think I might need a Hecklefish to go up here. You know? I mean, can't really see it, but that's Ahsoka fighting Maul right there. It's kind of hard to see, Lego. And I got my Yoda. Yeah. So. I meant to love football this year because the Lions have done well, but I find it hard to care about any sport. Yeah, I mean, sports just in general, I'll watch it and I can watch them, but I don't get like super invested. UFC, you think I'd be upset with you for ditching the cage fisticuffs? Nah, dude, I'm glad you got out. I'm like Ben Affleck at the end of Good Will Hunting. Oh, okay. So you're smiling as you get back in your car to drive away, go to work. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't get the enjoyment from it. And there's too much of political crap, and I'm just like, I don't care. I honestly don't like a lot of these guys. So I'm kind of like, why should I pay $80 for a freaking pay-per-view? That's where it started. It started with the high prices for their pay-per-views. And then I kept hearing guys spout off like ignorant BS all the time, and I'm like, okay, I've lost interest in all this. Not interesting to me. But there you go. Oscar Perez, what is going on? Good to see you. Godzilla going to the Oscars with a +1? Maybe. Zodiac was awesome. It was awesome. It was good. Tekken 8, my favorite game so far. So good. I've never been a big fighting game guy. Like, I like fighting games every now and then, but yeah. Love movies that take a journey like that. Oh, yeah. It's such, man. I watched Zodiac the other day. The other day when I was sick, I watched it. And I'm just like, dude, this movie's so good. Man, it's so good. Kind of regret it now. I had the special edition Pokemon Edition OLED Switch and traded it for a PS5 Slim. I mean, I can't blame you. I'm not a Pokemon guy either. Tears of Liu Kingdom. Miss my Pokemans and your Animal Crossing. I'm just glad I got my OLED. An OLED. I got the Link OLED. It's cool. I really wish that there was a Breath of the Wild OLED, but there's not. So there you go. Sea of Stars is so good. Oh, I know. I've got Game Pass. I can just get it. I've actually downloaded it. I just haven't played it yet. Metroid Prime Remastered. That's a good. That Rivendell. Man, all that stuff. Still need to build all that stuff. Would love a hard copy of Limbo on Switch. Limbo that's an interesting game. Interesting game. What was the other one? There was Inside. And then there was another one where it's you're on like a boat and you have to like keep the boat running, but it's all like from one point of view. I enjoyed the journey in that game too. I'm a Michigan kid and still can't get behind stealing land by force and wearing tight pants when you do it. Huh? Stream the fights. I can send a link through Discord. Yeah, nah. Like I said, it made me. So not only $80 for the pay-per-view, but then the fighters did stuff that they're spouting off a bunch of BS that doesn't matter. Started like actively disliking fighters, not because they didn't have ability or whatever, but because of their antics outside the cage. And I just like, I'm kind of done. I'm kind of done. So I'm not even interested in watching the free fights and the, you know what I mean? So I watch UFC because I get to spend time with my brother. And now that he's married, we spend less time doing stuff. Oh no. And I understand that. That was part of the thing too, is that like April would be working a lot, but she would take time out to watch fights, or certain fights. And that was fun. And I enjoyed that. But both of us are kind of like, meh. Yeah, you know? So yeah, Ninjinzu, don't worry about that. I'm good. But let's get to some stuff. Okay, first, some bad news. I'm finally caught up, by the way. Everybody mark it down. I'm caught up. For right now, I'm caught up. And it's only 9:30. But anyway, yeah, today's the day Amazon Prime to begin showing ads on streaming platform unless users pay an extra fee. So an extra $2.99 to go ad-free on Amazon Prime. Now, Amazon Prime's got some good stuff. Or Prime Video has got some good stuff. Is that the Rhino alien behind you out of the box? It's from Alien 3. I don't think that's a Rhino alien, right? It's from Alien 3, but that Billy gave that to me. He said, "Hey, you want this?" I'm like, "Yeah." Dog alien. There you go. Yes, dog alien. Yep. Dog alien. I love Alien 3. I don't care what anybody says. I like it. I enjoy it. But yeah, Amazon Prime. $2.99 to go ad free. Now, here's the funny thing. They have the Alien Queen at Big Bad Toy Store now. It's awesome. A demon, according to Patricia. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hmm. That is pretty cool. I have to say, that's expensive. That's pretty cool, though. See, I've always been just a big fan of the Warrior, though. The Warrior from Aliens. Yep. Stan Winston. It's awesome. Awesome. $1,600. I'll take two. Well, I could have two of those, or I could have an Apple Vision Pro. But anyway. Yeah. What are you going for Halloween this year? Dog Alien. Get the queen, she's beautiful. See, here's the thing. And yeah, it's huge. Lance might. Here's the thing. I love that stuff. I really do. I don't have any room. I don't have any room. And that one, it'd be hard to take out of the box. Even though that Alien the box is in pretty bad shape. I don't need stuff like around. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of okay with it. I'm kind of okay with just not having that one. And the queen isn't the one that I really love. You know what I mean? So yeah. And the problem is there's going to be more stuff in that corner pretty soon. Yeah. So, yeesh. But yeah, the $2.99 for the Amazon Prime. Does anybody have a problem with that? There's a part of me that's like, I'm a little irritated because of how much Amazon Prime is. But at the same time, Amazon Prime, you're really paying for the, Prime shipping. The video was always an afterthought. So I don't know if I care that much. And I don't know if my wife watches it enough to make it ad free. So I might just be watching ads. And you might be saying, but Rob, they're charging people $3 not to watch ads, but they're also making ad revenue off of those ads. So, I mean, of course, yeah, they're going to make a lot of money from this. But I don't know. It's weird. Feel free to give me some of your stuff to make room for more new stuff. Christian, I don't really. Yeah, no. It's my stuff, man. It's my stuff. Been collecting it some of this stuff for a long time. So yeah, I still don't know what we're going to do with all this. Seriously. I don't know where we're going to put it. Stuff is huge. Huge. But I appreciate you wanting to help me, Christian. It's very nice of you to want to help me, help your brother out. I have a problem with it, but I already said I'm approved, so I'm paying for the ad free. Oh, okay, so you did. If you build it, they will come. Here's the thing. We need shelves. We need shelves. Sell it to get other stuff. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. That's the thing, Shozama. This isn't just stuff that I bought. This is stuff that April and I bought to do together. So I can just sell it. I mean, I could. We could. But it's not like I'd get any of the money for it. Because we bought it. Not I bought. Like, I bought I bought this and a lot of this. This is mine. Share the profit and go on a trip, make experiences. Oh, the thing is, we're still doing that too. But, and again, I got some great deals on this because of the Lego fan whatever. You know, like I think that that gunship, I think I got for like $200 off. Dude. So yeah, I could make money from it and all that, you know, to sell it, but I don't want to sell it. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put it all. That's really the deal. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put it all. Where am I going to put it? Now, I wanted to bring this up because I know nothing about it, but it sounded interesting for one name. One name made me go, what's this? What is this? Aneurin, might be saying that wrong, Bernard, Haley Atwell, Jack Lowden joined Duncan Jones' science fiction movie Rogue Trooper. Anybody know anything about Rogue Trooper? Because this is an animated film. Duncan Jones, though. Duncan Jones. I'll tell you this. I like Haley Atwell, but Jack Lowden, isn't he? Let me look this up real fast. Isn't he in Slow Horses? Because, man, do I like that. I like that show. And it is Jack Lowden. Very charismatic in this slow. Oh, I better not show that or Apple TV might claim this stream like Netflix did. But I like Duncan Jones. You want to know why? Moon. Duncan Jones will forever be someone that's on my list of someone to watch because of Moon. I actually really liked Source Code. I didn't see Mute. I saw Warcraft and it was okay. But really it comes down to Moon. I loved Moon. So, a Duncan Jones animated film with these folks sounds good. It sounds good. You need to see it. And it will also make you, if you're already a fan of Sam Rockwell, it will make you a fan of Sam Rockwell. So there you go. Why isn't there a Lego Godzilla? Rights. It has to be rights. So Lego is a Swedish company, right? And Godzilla is owned by a Japanese company. So they just need to come together, you know? And maybe we'll get a Lego Godzilla. Problem is you're going to get a storage room and then have a monthly payment. Oh, no. Before we got a storage room for Lego, I would take apart ones that we don't really care about. Or not, I shouldn't say that. I would take them apart, box them up, and put them back in the box. And then, because the boxes are being stored here, that's what would happen. I just disassemble them before we had to do a storage room. No, we're not doing that. You like Duncan Jones iced coffee? You mean donut? You really want to see this movie, Wraith? Well, we're going to talk about it. How about, let's talk about real quick. Carbonite, you're still here, right? First, let's talk about the 3 body problem. What the F was what? The only Trooper movie references I know are Storm and Starship Troopers. Is it one of those? I think Rogue Trooper is a science fiction strip in the British comic magazine 2000 AD created by Jerry Finley Day and Dave Gibbons in 1981. It portrays the adventures of a genetic infantryman named Rogue and 3 uploaded minds mounted on his equipment who search for the traitor general. So, I don't know. So who knows? Oh, chocolate glazed donut popcorn, Smart Food. We tried it earlier. It's interesting. But I don't want to eat anymore because it got all in my teeth and it took me 10 minutes to get it through. You're less than halfway through this book. Okay. Here's the deal. I will tell you right now, getting the audiobook and reading along with it was a godsend. Because there's a lot of stuff that you can get caught up in trying to understand the concepts that he's trying to get across and lose the focus of the story being told. And that's what, I mean, I went through this in a week. It took me a week to read it, listen to it, and read it. Because I bought the Kindle copy. I will tell you this. I am shocked that this is being made into a show because it is very dense. And I think there are some really cool things that happen, but there's also a lot of science being thrown at you. And I'm really curious what they're going to do, because I think it's I wouldn't even say it's very well written because it's a translation, right? And some things might be lost in translation. But I mean, this is coming to Netflix in a couple months, right? So this is the thing. But it's out there, man. Also, Carmenite, what might help you understand some of the reasoning is look up the concept of the 3-body problem on Wikipedia. In fact, I'll do it now. It's a physics problem. Where's it at? The first specific 3-body problem to receive extended study was the one involving the moon, the earth, and the sun. In an extended modern sense, a 3-body problem is any problem in classical mechanics or quantum mechanics that models the motion of 3 particles. Now, you see that? So let's just say we're a planet with 3 stars. Okay? Because of all kinds of things. It could be the mass of each star. It could be everything. But the movement of the stars around the planet, or the planet's movement, would have an almost random thing because of the gravity shifts constantly taking place. I don't know what I'm talking about. But seeing that and seeing how that moved made me go, okay, I can understand now why in this there's a stable era, there's a what is it? Whatever the other, an unstable era and a stable era. Now I understand it, because if you're on a planet and you're being slingshotted around by these 3 suns and they're being slingshotted around each other, you could be random in the dark for a month. But anyway. Oh, you saw a video about it. Okay, well, there you go. So it's basically Lost in Translation 2003. Movie is good. Bill Murray, Scarlett Johansson. Absolutely. What I was trying to say is that the translation between the original Chinese and what Ken Liu was able to do, there might be a little bit of yeah. I don't know if I enjoy it, but from what I've heard, the second and third books are even better. And I went ahead and bought the trilogy, so I'm going to read those other 2. But now I'm off to Morgoth's Ring, book 10 of the History of Middle-earth out of 12. So I'm nearing the end of the History of Middle-earth. And it's been a journey, I'll say. But it is not easy reading. Okay? You have to really love Tolkien to go through all of these books, starting with this green one right here, and ending with this green one down here. I'm on this red one, Morgoth's Ring. Let's get back to cool temp. There we go. I'm not so orange. But yes, so far, I mean, I've just started this. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, it's rough. LOL, you and my Scottish friend are the only two people I know that read all those books. I'm crazy, I guess, because I just wanted to read them. You just want to reread Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit? My suggestion. Ugh. I'm bringing all of my physical media. Stuck on the thing again. Please. Okay, next time I'm just gonna get up. Okay. I just want to reread Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. If you do not have a copy of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, you can buy The Hobbit anywhere. But my suggestion is buy this. This one right here. This set. So it's the Lord of the Rings and the Lord of the Rings, the Reader's Companion. The Reader's Companion made me love the stories even more and made me appreciate them more. Because basically what I did was I would read a chapter, every book, right? I would read a chapter and then I would go back and read the chapter in the Reader's Companion. So then I could get linked up with all of the behind the scenes stuff and maybe telling you about, the fact that Strider used to be a hobbit, originally was a hobbit and stuff like that. I learned a lot about Lord of the Rings just from reading that. I would also recommend getting something like this, like the Tolkien Companion, where it's like basically a dictionary, and read that. I'm not read it, but just keep it there. If you're like, okay, wait, I don't understand what this is, you can go look it up real fast. I mean, you can do that online if you want, but I have a book in there where I just keep the companion next to me. And anytime I'm reading Lord of the Rings stuff, I have it if I want to look something up. But I really loved reading alongside the companion. It's just a suggestion, but I really enjoyed this set. I think it's nice looking. I love these are just paper. And also, this isn't a very expensive set, which I also like because again, I'm here to read them. I don't need them to be the second, oh my God, this is the first time Tolkien said this or blah, blah. No, who cares? I don't care. I don't need to be a museum. I want to read these things. So there you go. No pictures. It's just text. But I really enjoyed reading these. I like these as reading copies. And I love the companion. So there you go. There you go. Love Rob nerding out about Lord of the Rings. Dude. I mean, Lord of the Rings is awesome, man. Tolkien's awesome. And I love reading. I mean, even though there's some of these, man, they are hard to get through. They are a freaking slog sometimes. I'm just going to say it. Some of the history of Middle Earth is a freaking slog because you're rereading the same passages with minute changes. And it gets old. Sometimes it gets old. But then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's this huge, like, oh my God, really? There's more after Lord of the Rings? You know what I mean? There's something, oh my God. Okay, so you're telling me that there was Sam comes home, he's got his kids, and he says, well, I'm back. Door closes, just like the movies do. And that's it? No, there was more. They decided to, no, we don't need this. But it was really interesting to read it, you know, and that's the kind of stuff that I love. You had me till you said no pictures. Wow. I've got some with pictures too. I've got copies with pictures. In fact, that blue one up there is probably... Am I doing this? I guess we are. We're doing it. This one, illustrated by Alan Lee, who worked on the movies. And then here's this is just a pretty picture on the back. But yeah, this is probably a single volume that is just gorgeous. And the halls of Erebor, or not Erebor, Misty Mountains, Dwerodelf, Dwero, yeah. But yeah, illustrated for your pleasure. I've got a single, everything in here, all Lord of the Rings, and then I have this set with the Hobbit, Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King. Same basic concept. I have too many copies of these. Did you know that? But there are also many, many more that I don't have and that I just won't buy. There's too many minute little changes and I'm like, I don't care. So, but those are my suggestions. Say, what do I want this for? Do I want this for the art, for the illustrations? Do I want that something to look good on a shelf? Or do I want to just read the thing? If you just want to read the thing, you could just get the Kindle versions and you can buy them really, really cheap. Buy the Kindle versions and then just buy the Reader's Companion on its own, because you can buy the Reader's Companion on its own. But these are really nice for reading copies because they're nice and thin. They don't take up a lot of space. But they're still easy to read. You know what I mean? Like, they're not... Like, there's other editions, another edition that I have with minute writing. And it's just, it's hard to read. So... Anyway, need to buy them, don't have them anymore. Or sign up for your local library and you can just borrow them if you want to just read them. And if you're lucky, your library will also have the audiobooks and you could have either the Rob Inglis versions or the Andy Serkis versions. Yeah, that's right. The guy that did Gollum's voice has read all of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings on audiobooks. They're awesome. So... that's a thing too. I couldn't jive with the clunky writing translation for third body problems, so I wussed out and did what I did with Wheel of Time and just read the plot summaries on Wiki instead. Yeah, I mean, I understand that because I would say about halfway through, I'm kind of going, okay, there's some really interesting ideas here, but it's just a bunch of interesting ideas. I don't find the story that captivating. I don't find the characters that captivating. In fact, I'll tell you this, the audiobook, there's Xie Lu. Is that his name? Xie? The cop. The guy that's doing the audiobook, he makes him sound like this. And so he's constantly talking like, and I'm like, okay, wait, these are supposed to be Chinese guys, right? I'm sorry, but I just don't buy that the Chinese guy is going to sound like this. I don't understand it. And so it was off-putting. But it was still, like, I still enjoyed it. Of course, I have a lot of patience and I'll read, especially when I got the audiobook and it's just reading it to me and I'm just flying through it. It's okay. Heard Lego making Sauron's tower. Barad-dûr. What? No. Oh no. Are you serious? Oh God. No. Stop. Are you serious, man? Oh my God. 5,471 pieces. $460. Damn, man. No. So that's another thing that my snobby gene gets in the way off, I guess. No, I get what you're saying. Do I have any of the Lord of the Rings DVD collector statues that came with the set of each movie? No, I do not. And the reason I didn't is because I looked at the first one and I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool with the guys. And then the Two Towers one was just, wait, which one was the Two Towers one? Two Towers DVD set statue thing. Wait a minute. Yeah, maybe it's because I didn't like that Fellowship of the Ring, because that's the Argonath, right? Which I really liked. Okay, yeah. I really like that one. I think it's cool. The Two Towers one, I did not like. I did not like the Two Towers one. And then Return of the King is just Minas Tirith, isn't it? Man, we are geeking out all over the place. And I haven't even gotten through the trailers, man. We have trailers. Return of the King. DVD statue. Yeah, it's just Minas Tirith. And I was just like, eh. So I just decided not to collect them. Because, I mean, I think it's cool, but I don't need that. The Argonath are pretty cool, but yeah. So, no, I never bought those. You had me till you said no pictures. Oh, yeah, we already talked about that. I used to have all the Lord of the Rings light-up glasses from Burger King. Wish I still had them. Light-up. You can't read, Ricky? What? I had a Gandalf one to give to Rob, but I can't find it. Oh, dang. Lego Tower Need. Yeah, Rob's poor wallet. I can almost guarantee you we're not buying that one. I don't think April will be interested in doing that. I just don't think she... Like, the Rivendell is... You just got the Rivendell set? Yeah, the Rivendell's nice, man. Better contact Christian to make space. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Oh, there you go. It was Gollum. I missed the extended version screenings of Lord of the Rings trilogy at the Alamo Drafthouse. Sadness. I want to experience Lord of the Rings on the big screen. Well, I saw all three of the theatrical, of course, on the big screen. I didn't need to see the extendeds on screen. That's just my opinion, but I have an Anduril sword limited edition with COA signed by John Howe. Dang, it's rusty because I don't know how to preserve a sword. Wow, Christian VS. Did y'all see? Do I need to get it? I have my Glamdring right here. It's rusty. Wow. Minas Tirith was nice. I used them to hold rings. 92% of sci-fi authors, to be fair, great at creating fun concepts, but pretty woeful at creating characters who have more personality than cardboard cutouts. Yes. And then when they talk like this, it's like, ah. I have my Lord of the Ring goblets from Burger King. Massively celebrated authors like Ian M. Banks leave me cold for that reason. Yes, show? Okay. Full size. I mean, it's huge. But I'm not going to take it out because it's tough getting it back in that box. And I don't have the room. But yes. Let's see. Wait. It doesn't matter too much how mind expanding your sci-fi world is if you... doesn't matter too much how mind expanding your sci-fi world is if you can't people it with actual human beings. Exactly. The World of Tolkien 7-book box set is $45 on AMA. Melvort, The World of Tolkien is, here, let me pull it up so people can see. It's written by David Day. And David Day is a charlatan. Yeah. This guy basically just made up stuff to put in these books. Now, I'm not saying that you can't get enjoyment out of them, but know that they're not really part of the Tolkien world. Inspired by the world of Tolkien. Yeah, that's really what it is. It's inspired by, but let me see if anybody... Oh, no. If you look up the yeah, he literally just makes up things. And so I've never owned a David Day book. But that's not to say that you might not find enjoyment out of reading it. I just know that I don't need to. I got plenty of Tolkien to read. Plenty. I got so much. It's crazy. What was that oil from Dungeons and Dragons movie to preserve the sword? Rub gun oil on the sword to keep rust at bay. I didn't know that. Speaking of trailers, something I'm excited about is going to the movies to be depressed when I watch Joker 2. The first one made me feel so bad for Joker. Yeah, that's okay. You want to talk about a movie that I bought thinking, there's no way I'm not going to like this. And then after watching it went, yep, never going to watch that again. I just don't care I liked it. I enjoyed watching it, but I don't need to see that movie again. So that's definitely one of those that, yeah, I still want to see Joker 2. I think it'll be interesting, but I have the Hobbit Sting sword. Yeah, at one point I was going to get them all. And then I'm like, I don't need them all. Gandalf was always my favorite. Glamdring was always my favorite sword, even back before, like in the Hobbit cartoon, where the Great Goblin goes, I know that sword. It's Glamdring, the Foehammer. No! And then you just see something go across the screen, and then the Great Goblin spins into the whatever, because they didn't want to show, goblins being cut open or whatever. And I from that moment, I'm like, Glamdring is the coolest sword ever. I need it. And so I got it. After Fellowship of the Ring, because I love Gandalf. But yeah, it's good stuff. I have the collector's edition of Lord of the Rings War in the North. I'm using the Apple TV Plus app on this TV, and this Dolby Vision is pretty. Dude, I know there's the Roku, and there's the thing, and there's the that, and the this. To me, the Apple TV is the best. The best UI, the snappiest. It's just, I love it. I love it. It's great. I have many of them. I've bought many of them over the years. Oil of Timelessness, maybe? Maybe. Do you think Joker 2 will be a sing-song movie? A sing-along? I don't know if it's going to be a sing-along, but it is going to be a musical. So, they've already said that. So yeah, get ready for that. But I wanted to talk really quick about some movie trailers that have come out this week. Monkey Man. Has anyone seen this trailer? This was on... Some of these have been on the Discord. A couple of them need to be added to the Discord. Or at least one of them. Yeah, at least one of them. But Monkey Man is director Dev Patel. Apparently this was going to go straight to Netflix. Jordan Peele got involved. It says producer Jordan Peele. Basically what Jordan Peele did is said, hey, this movie's too good to just go to Netflix. It should be in theaters. So Jordan Peele got Dev Patel's directorial debut and got it in theaters. And if you haven't seen the trailer, it looks Okay, don't tell any of the Indian people I said this, but it looks like an Indian movie done right. I think it looks sharper. I think the editing looks great. I think the camera work is awesome. I'm looking forward to this movie. Yeah, I think it looks cool. So check it out. Now, I'm not saying that all editing and camera work of the Indian movies is bad. It looks slick. It just looks different. And it looks cool. So, yeah. I got Anduril at the pawn shop. I should have got the other swords there. The Lost Boys? David Day just makes up things like Jim Garrison and Jim Mars did for their books about JFK? Possibly. But yeah, what I'm trying to say about David Day is, let me see. If I do David Day Reddit, why do people hate the David Day? I am indifferent, this guy says. He just plain makes shit up. He's wrong about a good many things. Here's a little write-up I did years ago that explains a bit of the issue. Perhaps his most infamous invention, not infamous, is this map, which is right here. I only advise a quick glance at it just to know the general shape so you know what to avoid should you go looking for a map of the greater world in which the west of Middle-earth is set. It's so ridiculously in error, I'm surprised that anyone could have come up with it. So, yeah, there's just a lot of things about David Day. But there you go. Sorry, I didn't mean to, I'm off a senzu bean? Diego, I'm not sure what that means, but I'm confused. And I mean, I don't know. Was sitting on a shelf for 3 years till Peele bought it for $30 million. Isn't that cool? I just think that's cool. So, yeah, Monkey Man. Then we got the trailer for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Now, what did you guys think of this one? Did you like this trailer? Did you watch this trailer? If you didn't watch it, I don't blame you. Because I should get to the point now. I'm to the point where I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to watch trailers. I see it and I go, I'm going to watch that. I don't need to watch another trailer. I haven't watched a single Dune 2 thing since that first trailer because I'm like, all right, I already know. By the way, I already got my tickets for the IMAX screening. Very excited. So anyway, let's see. Ito said, I liked it. Christian says, Indian movies are known for their Bollywood movies like Indiran, a funny movie. Well, Christian, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been doing a lot of Indian movies on my channel. Bollywood is just one section of India. So I've reviewed movies from a great number of movies from across the country. And it has that flavor, but it's Monkey Man is slick. But anyway, I just moved my hi-fi and speakers. Now they don't work. Kill me. Oh, I'm sorry, Rufus. Don't kill you. Don't know. Just chill. I like the trailer. It looks great. Senzu beans are mystical beans with immense rejuvenation properties in the Dragon Ball franchise. Just got here, but are you guys excited for potential restart of Jurassic Park? I mean, I know what you mean. Here's the thing. I'll say this about Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park hasn't been for me in a very long time. So me personally, I'm not crazily excited. I thought everybody was like, "Oh, Jurassic World was the best of the last three," and I'm like, "That was the best one?" Because wow, I didn't like it. So yeah, I'm interested on a new take. I want to see a new take. You know, and even the first Jurassic Park. Yeah, well, Jurassic World, but I don't know. Even the first Jurassic Park, because I read the book, and I know, but because I read the book, even the movie was like, it was a little frustrating because they took a lot of the really interesting things that Michael Crichton came up with and completely changed it for the movie and made it into a ride. A really fun, amazing, visually arresting sound. Just, I mean, wow, what a ride. But it took away a lot of the science that I thought was cool. So I was a little irritated for Jurassic Park for a long time. It's a classic. Let's be honest. It's an absolute masterclass in that kind of filmmaking in that time period. It's an amazing movie. But I haven't really liked very many of the other ones. I like Jurassic Park: The Lost World. Okay, there are again, I think all of them have, just like Star Wars or anything, they have moments of like, oh man, that was really cool. But then they have girls swinging on the, okay, why? And then the Jurassic Park, or the 3 had Sam Neill, and I'm like, oh cool, I love Sam Neill. And you got a kid with, and then the parachute, and then the pteranodons, and I'm like, what's going on? And then the Jurassic Worlds, I just don't. Christine, what are you doing here? How are you? It's good to see you. But wow, like, I'm like, wow, amazing. It's good to see you. But yeah, Jurassic Park is one of those where I'm kind of like, it's not for me. It's just not for me. And I feel like the way that movies are going these days, it's probably going to continue not being for me. Looking good? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm still a nerd, as you can tell. But yeah. Wow. Little warm in here, isn't it? I'm getting fired up. Jurassic World 2 was the best. See, I didn't see I saw the first one and was like, okay, these aren't for me. You know? But yeah. You want to hear your I want to hear your thoughts on Star Wars Episode 10. Christian, we'll have to do that another time, like offline, because no. Look, I'll tell you this, because I want to hear what you guys think about this. I mean, some people said, yeah, I liked it, and, Bustin' makes me feel good and all that, but yeah. We'll see about Star Wars. We'll see what happens there. But Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire, the biggest problem here is it felt like I felt like my ribs were going to be sore afterwards because they were constantly elbowing me, going, hey, remember this thing you like? Remember this? Remember the Walter Peck guy who, is dickless over here. Is that true? Yeah, this man has no dick. I'm surprised they didn't just act out the scene. Why is he there? I don't know. And then just the constant, and again, I don't want to disparage you. If you enjoyed the trailer and you're looking forward to the movie, I'm fine with that. I'm looking forward to the movie too. But it felt like they were just really beating you over the head with, hey, remember this thing? Remember this? Oh, look, here's Bill Murray. He's saying a quippy line that really wasn't that funny. And then look, Janine's there, and she says the line that she's famous for. And then Paul Rudd says the line from the song. And I'm like, I don't know, man. It just seems like a lot of that and not a whole lot of, look, I think the design of the horn thing looks cool. This could be great. But it also feels like it feels like a lot. Like, it just feels like a lot of nostalgia and not like a lot of substance. But that's just me. That's just how I look at it. So, I don't know. It leaned the most into horror, which made it stand apart. Wait. Oh, Jurassic World 2. Gotcha. See, I got mixed up there. So look, here's the thing. I'm excited for it. I hope that it's more than just nostalgia. I hope that there's an actual story being told, because that's what we're all here for, right? We're here for a new story, not a bunch of, like, I don't know. The Walter Peck started off immediately going, I mean, it's cool that he's there. I like that actor, William Atherton, right? He was in Biodome. He was in the Die Hard 1 and 2. Like, I like the guy. He plays a good smarmy dude. I like him. But why, though? Why would Walter Peck all of a sudden be back? It just, I don't know. Am I taking this too seriously? Probably. But anyway. Let's see. Fast and Furious going back to a racing story. I mean, now the Fast and Furious one, I'll tell you this. The fact that they're saying, hey, we're going to cut out this huge crazy budget, we're going to go back to basics, that sounds more interesting to me. And this is supposedly Vin Diesel's last one, right? I mean, that sounds cool. Maybe. We'll see. Did we talk about the Dune 2 popcorn bucket that was being sold? I don't think we need to talk about that thing. Why isn't Rick Moranis a Ghostbuster? You know, I think part of it is because he's retired, but he said supposedly recently that since his children have grown up, that now he's maybe looking at coming back to acting. That would be amazing. That would be amazing if he had some sort of role in this. I would love it. It might still be like, hey, remember that thing you like? But still, I like Rick Moranis, and I think he's awesome. So Fast and Furious was Fast and Furious was never about racing. It was about Brian catching Dom. I mean, true. But everyone hated it when it came out. Oh, Tokyo Drift? Nah. That Dune bucket looks like they made him in the 80s and finally brought him out. I mean, oh, come on. What's the real Dune cup? Or it's a cup topper or popcorn topper. Popcorn bucket. I have to be really careful because I'm sure there are memes out there with all kinds of things possibly coming out of this sandworm mouth. Like, what were they thinking? Dune 2 Fleshlight popcorn bucket. Yeah. I mean, you're supposed to put your hand... Why? Why is this a thing? I don't know. But it is a thing. I don't get it. Doesn't look very practical. Yeah, it seems like, especially if you're one of those that like me, likes to grab like 4 or 5 pieces of popcorn back when I ate popcorn, because devil corn. Anyway, pulling out the popcorn, it seems like those finger things would be like knocking the popcorn out of your hand. So unless if you're closing your fists, I don't know. I don't understand, but I don't typically eat popcorn in the theaters anymore. Popcorn is worse on my teeth than it is on my stomach. But anyway, let's move on, shall we? I hope Ghostbusters is good. I'll just say that. I hope it's good. I hope it's not all nostalgia. Then we come to something today, which I don't have a poster for this yet, but this is the Ministry, almost at the League. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Now, this is, of course, you've got Guy Ritchie in the center next to Jerry Bruckheimer and, of course, Henry Cavill. I don't know all the people here. Is that the Reacher guy behind Jerry Bruckheimer? I think it is. So yeah. Did you see the trailer for this? Because this looks interesting. But my biggest problem with it is the constant, whoever's cutting these trailers, the constant use of classic rock music and cutting it up to fit the freaking trailer. Stop doing that. Because guess what? The first time I watched the trailer, I watched it again for my wife because she wanted to see it. Because, I mean, who else isn't at least somewhat infatuated with Henry Cavill? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm as straight as you can get. And dude is awesome. But I kept getting sidetracked watching the trailer because I was so irritated by the music. Why are they doing this constant every trailer? Why? Stop it. You're not Thor Ragnarok. Stop it. Knock it off. Quit doing that. I'm so tired of it. Does anyone have this problem? Am I the only one that gets irritated at the music in a trailer? I don't know. Probably. But it irritates me. The Danussi? What is that? Oh. Yes. Yes, Diego. Yes. Am I the only one? But see, like a lot of people, like I might have liked Rogue One more if the music was more to my liking. But it's not. I don't like the music in Rogue One. So it continually takes me out of the movie and it helps me disconnect from the spell that the director's trying to cast. It's just one of those things. It's one of those things. So I think the movie looks good. The movie will probably be very entertaining. Henry Cavill's awesome. The Reacher guy is probably going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. It's probably going to be, it's Guy Ritchie. It's going to be great, right? Maker of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch and Aladdin and the Sherlock Holmes movies. Dude, on and on. The Gentleman. The dude can make some stuff, some entertaining stuff. So I'm hoping that this is going to be good. And if you haven't seen the trailer, you should watch it. It's interesting. You love The Phantom Menace? I love The Phantom Menace too. I love the prequels. There definitely have its problems, but there's a lot of great stuff in there. And the time period is when I got this guy. Anyway, something that we didn't talk about in the Discord when it comes to Trailer Talk, which is, the channel over on Discord. Why didn't we talk about this? That Guy Ritchie also has this show coming out. Have you seen this trailer? This looks good. I didn't see this until today. I think this looks awesome. So this is, again, a series on Netflix. Guy Ritchie. It looks good. I wanted to watch it because this Dolby Vision is nice. I'm glad this TV has it. Yeah. We need to put this in the Discord. And maybe right now. The Gentleman. Wait a minute. Can I just go to my YouTube? I'm not logged in. Damn it. Well, Discord's still updating anyway. Why is Chrome giving me so much crap? Chrome is constantly giving me crap. Why? 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 There it is. Jeez. Oh no, that's not it. What the hell? Did I not watch it on here? Yeah. Yeah. There it is. This is the teaser, I guess. All I know is it looks interesting. So, yeah. Trailer talk. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Carbonite. Yeah, watch it. It looks good. You posted it. It looks really good. So, yeah. Let me get rid of Discord now because, man, Carbonite coming in clutch. So, yeah. I'm interested in this one. And then finally, Padme robbed the cradle. I mean. But then there's this. I got to say, this trailer looked really good. Really good. Like surprisingly good. Until Conor McGregor showed up. And then it was kind of like, okay. Is this... I mean, I hope... I don't know, man. Isn't that a Swayze movie? Yes, this is the remake of that movie. But Jake Gyllenhaal is awesome. Zodiac is... Okay, I always liked Jake Gyllenhaal, right? I mean, he's a good actor. He's always been a good actor. I've always liked him. But Zodiac unlocked something in my head that made me just go, Jake Gyllenhaal's in it, I'll watch it. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's a movie that will just make you go, okay, I am forever a fan and I will watch anything they do. It's no Chode House. I mean, what is? Connor looks like he's being himself. Yeah. You can hear my voice is starting to go. Jake has always been such a great actor. Yeah. But he didn't become one of my favorites. Somebody that I look forward to until Zodiac. But October Sky. I think I've seen that, but it's been a long time. But there's also the news that the director, Doug Liman, this is going to premiere at South by Southwest, and he is boycotting it because Amazon told him no. It's premiering on Amazon Prime. It's not going to be a theatrically released movie. Did anyone see that? I find that so unbelievably frustrating. I don't know. It sucks. It sucks. Because I think that this movie, I mean, it's probably not going to win the awards, but I mean, doesn't that kind of suck? I don't know. And then you've got movies like, Madam Web coming out, and the tickets went on sale, and apparently they're just not selling. So it's kind of a maybe they should have now the one of them is Sony Pictures doing Madam Web, and yeah, Amazon doing Roadhouse, but still it's kind of frustrating. A little bit. So, yeah. Madam Web gonna bomb hard. Yeah, and it's, some people were like, oh yeah, it's because it's a girl power trailer. No, it's because the story doesn't look interesting. Or it looks confusing and there's no marketing behind it. Give us a reason to want to see it, I just don't get it. I just went to go watch the Ministry trailer. Looks pretty good. On my list. No, thanks. Diego. On my list now. Thanks. Yeah. Absolutely. It's going to be, it looks good. Freaking Jar Jar cursing them to win the ground war. Yeah. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know. The Roadhouse thing, I mean, it sucks that they can't get a theatrical release because it doesn't look... I mean, it looks like it could make some money. More money than it could make on just Amazon. And the thing is there's data to prove that, I mean, time and time again, movies perform better on streaming if they've been theatrically released. You would think it'd be the other way around. That the people that have, like, say, Amazon Prime, you know? Wait, I missed my thing because I saw the thing come in. But you get what I'm saying. You would think it would be the other way around because people who had Amazon Prime would just say, well, I'm just going to wait to watch it. But it actually makes money in the theaters, and then it's even bigger once it gets on streaming. Time and time again, this has been proven. And yet, just going direct to Amazon, which makes me feel bad for Jake Gyllenhaal because he's a big enough star that he should. And I'm guessing, because the whole thing was, apparently, Doug Liman made a deal to make this movie with MGM. MGM gets sold to Amazon. Doug turns in the finished product. Amazon says, we'll see. And then nothing happens. So, I don't know. It just kind of sucks. But also, there's this. This was in the Discord too, but yeah, there's a new Supergirl. And it's Millie Alcock. Alcock. From Game of Thrones. Or House of the Dragon. If you watched House of the Dragon, it's awesome. House of the Dragon's great. It was House of the Dragon that kept darkening my screen. So maybe I'll watch that episode with what's his face trying to do the dragon thing. That's not spoilery at all, is it? But that's a really dark episode. So maybe I'll try it there. See what happens. See if my TV continues to do that thing. So anyway. If it was Connor being himself, wouldn't he be trying and failing to beat up an elderly dude? I mean, not wrong, Bucho. But yeah, look, I mean, we got a pretty solid cast coming together, it seems, for the Superman, or the new DCU. And I really liked her. She's a solid actor. I think she was great in House of the Dragon. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. So there you go. That's the news, and my throat is going dry. With Amazon Prime, does the no ads thing get added to the annual subscription? My year expires in July. No. It's well, here's the thing. Lies. What's lies? What are you talking about, Wraith? What's going on? Christian, as far as I know, the ad thing starts now. I mean, it's just started. And it's basically a monthly thing now. So if you want no ads, you pay an extra $3 a month. That's the deal. That's the whole thing. I think. Where was that? Oh, let me just pull it up again. The tweet. Okay. It won't do it. It won't pull up the tweet. Can I copy and paste the freaking thing? That's what it looks like. It's friggin' warm and it sucks. I hate it. It is pretty warm. It is cold. No, here right now it's 55. It was 74 today. But I'm still wearing my fuzzy pants because they're comfy. And I run hot. I mean, I run cold. I'm always cold. So, yeah. There you go. But yeah, this apparently started today. But here's the thing, and this is weird. But I started watching Sons of Guns. What is the alien show about? Oh, I'll tell you. Well, we don't really know. We just know that it's set between Alien and Aliens, right? What is the Alien TV show about? Set approximately 70 years in the future on Earth, it explores the origins of the Weyland Corporation and events leading to the discovery of the Xenomorphs. Okay. See, I thought it was between Alien and Aliens. I wonder if... See, that one... See, I don't know if anybody really knows. It will be set on Earth in the distant future. Setting the store on future Earth appears to be Hollywood's way of refocusing what the franchise has been about this far. And then this says, a group of young people on a distant world find themselves in a confrontation. Oh, that's the film. Never mind. So, yeah. So Ripley might be there? No. I don't think there's no Ripley. And it sounds like Aliens... Well, and again, that's one of the things that Holly said when he was first pitching, or not pitching this idea, but talking about this idea, is that what he wanted to do is he wanted to write a really interesting story first. That if you took the aliens out of it, that it would still be a compelling story. But then he added the aliens in. So my guess is that somewhere along the line, maybe it's the beginning of the Weyland Corporation or whatever, and they somehow find the Xenomorphs. So that when they run across the signal from LV-426 in the original movie, that's why they already know what these things are. And starts the procedure of Ash getting them to do the thing, you know. So, there you go. Building Better Worlds. Lance Henriksen probably will not be in it. I don't think there will be anyone returning. I just don't think so. What if you embrace the future and to save your voice had an AI do the readings from the chat? I mean, that could be a thing. That's creepy though. Then do the 7+ hour streams you were born to do. The thing is Noah Hawley to me has said everything right as far as what we can expect from this show. I think it sounds awesome. I think it sounds great, but how the hell are we going to know? You know, how the hell are we going to know until we see the thing? You can have, I mean, you look at any director, right? Compelling story, and then the movie comes out and you go, wow, that was terrible. That could happen here. So the Predator also exists in this universe. I mean, yeah, but it's loose. I don't think he's going to do anything with that. I think it's literally, he wants to play in the world. I think design-wise and everything, he wants to play in the world that Ridley created for that first movie. And that he wants to basically back that up a little bit and tell the story of Weyland Industries. That's my guess. And then maybe Weyland-Yutani will come into it. Who knows? I don't know. But from what he said, that's what it sounds like to me. He's taking that the whole whatever you want to call it, the design of Alien, the look of Alien, the feel of Alien, all of that, and he wants to basically make another story in that same, with those same ideals. So yeah. Do not use AI. I hate it when content creators use that stupid TikTok voice. Oh, don't worry, Christian. I'm not doing that. There's no way. I'm not doing that. E.T. exists in the Star Wars universe. Yeah, but very loosely. It's not like, that's more of a, hey, Steven, you see that? Look, there's your E.T. down there. And he's probably like, oh, that's amazing. Done. I mean, that's it. Not like, yeah. Which would mean that Elliot it would be canon in the Star Wars universe. And Elliot was playing with the Boba Fett figure and Snaggletooth. Hey, you got that Snaggletooth. I need that Snaggletooth. You know what I mean? The tall one, you know? The blue one. He's worth a lot of money. You got that Snaggletooth over there? Why am I doing that voice? I don't know. Something tying the world of Blade Runner and Alien together a bit more would be cool. Yeah, but I mean, I think Ridley has always kind of toyed with that, you know? But I don't think it needs to be, but the Nexus Corporation and Weyland-Yutani, it would be interesting if there was a nod somewhere, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. Did they ever say the name of E.T. species was called? No. Nameless like Yoda species. Yes, I think that's... No, there's not a species. At least that I know of. We need to E.T. Jedi. Missed opportunity to have an E.T. Episode 1 action figure. Yeah. I mean, they definitely could have. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't. I mean, there's a George Lucas figure. He even has his own episode of in the Clone Wars where he and his kids are basically the main storyline of that episode, which is goofy, but it's not George Lucas doing the voice though. It's just the design of whatever his name was. He's a senator or whatever. But look, guys, it's late. I gotta go. I've got things planned, family stuff planned. Probably for the next week, on and off. Hopefully I can get a review in. Not E.T., George Lucas's character that was in episode 3, where you know, it's a pretty quick shot, but it's as Anakin is running to visit with Palpatine. He's off on the left-hand side of the screen. I can show you. George Lucas in episode 3. Image. Look up there. So as Anakin runs forward, he's off on the left-hand side of the screen that's him in the taller hat, and then that's his daughter. You know? There you go. That was him. Baron Papanoida. Baron Papanoida later appeared in the Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Sphere of Influence. Animated character was voiced by Corey Burton. The voice performance was based on Orson Welles' Harry Lime in The Third Man. It's goofy, but yeah, it's there. Yeah. All right. Stay frosty. Just do another 5 hours. No. Or Sith Predator. No. Oh, Sith Predator? What? But look, here's the deal. Like I said, I've got things going on and off. Don't know. I need to do like a video, like a regular video. I've done some shorts, but I need to do a regular video again, like someday. But I do love these live streams. And again, I want to thank you. Oh my God. The Beer Chasers. I went blank. I want to thank the Beer Chasers and Ricky for the donations tonight. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Never have to do it, but it's very appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Quick, someone mentioned Lord of the Rings, so he stays on longer. Nope, not happening. But thank you guys. Thank you guys again. It's always fun. It's always great. I really appreciate you guys. And we'll see you next week. Hopefully sooner. Maybe there'll be some things. And we still need to do a hangout. We haven't done a hangout over on Discord forever. But yeah. Anyway, you guys have a great one. We'll see you later. Bye. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Ninjinzu. Thank you, Bucho. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Wraith. Ito. Thank you so much, especially for giving away my script. Thank you so much, Ito Ramos. Y'all have a great one. Bye.